Awesome. Let's do this. Oh, I'm on. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Table Quests, specifically to Doors and Deities, our weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I changed everything up this week. Fifth, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game. The reason I say I've changed things up is because congratulations to us as we started this past week, our first announcement, our Call of Cthulhu game. Run by Tyler over there. You can go check out the VOD from that. From last night, we had a wonderful time. Everything went perfectly well. No one discussed burning down a hospital. That was not a thing that happened. I think I'm thrown completely off by the change to everything. Um, I am Drew. I am the dungeon master for this evening, as well as all other Wednesday evenings. I know I had to change that bit. Thank you, Tyler. I am joined, as always, by John, playing Viziel, by Kat, playing Tempest, by Kendra, playing Lyra, by Mike, playing Pep, and of course by Walt and his lovely hat that he has graced us with this evening, playing Amnael. I don't know why I almost forgot your name there for some reason, but that happened. Special thanks, as always, to Syrinscape for the use of their sound library for the lovely sounds you're hearing right now. Um, as well as any others you may hear throughout the evening that don't come from our lovely voices. Thanks as well to Animated Dungeon Maps on Patreon for the beautiful battle maps that we have access to that are 3D and are animated. Don't know why I said it that way. Where were we? Let's see. Does anyone have any other shout outs? Announcements, things that have happened to them that they particularly enjoy. I saw not one, but two fantastic sunsets this week that I just had to take pictures of. Uh, but apart from that, things mostly as normal.
Did you bring the pictures, or do we just have to imagine them?
I can.
Tell us there are pictures, and we have to
I mean,
find
I
them.
could show you my phone, but
Did you post them on the
No,
book
no,
of
just leave
social
us in
media?
suspense.
I did. They're on my. Oh dear, they're on my Instagram,
Oh,
which I have not linked anywhere. Oh dear. Oh well, we'll get that fixed up. So at some point you can see those pictures and any others I might take. Anyway, last week, let's let me switch over our sounds to be a bit more thematic.
oh, apparently we got a commercial.
What's that? Still in the Grand Library underneath Yawful after finishing up their job for the professor, clearing out the path to the inner library underneath Yawful College. The five decided to go back through to some of the areas that they had overlooked or passed by initially on their path through. They went into the section that Andrew had just labeled ticking clocks, and found indeed the ticking of gears, as some machine had been built to play a magical game of chess, that Desiel did his very best to try and defeat, but was overcome at the final juncture.
Losers complain about doing the breast. Winners go home and.
Then you went back and examined the hole, uh, which did prove to be a very deep hole. That Tempest floated her way down, passing many rat tunnels and other unsavory items. She reached the bottom and found several keepers who appeared to be digging down there. They did not much appreciate her presence, um, and chased her away. Um, you then uh, went down to, or up to, the creepy hallway, as Andrew called it, finding the beginnings of a more standard maze, um, at the very least inhabited by some rather nasty spiders. You decided to stay the night, or whatever time it was, take a long rest down here near the hole, before you made your decisions on what to do the next day. During the long rest, several of you were visited by strange visions of a man in blue robes and a large blue hat, um, who spoke to you and seemed very confused, um, when speaking in Tempest experience. He could only remember one name, that being Ogma, which he knew was not um, his own name, as Desiel, was able to discern he does not remember, for whatever reason. As we ended last week, that's right, Lyra was speaking with her sword, um, asking for a direct audience with the Raven Queen. Um, After a bit of thought, or a bit of pause, her sword replied, "Do you truly want to hear our mission?" Before she doubled over, her mind overcome and overwhelmed by the sounds of screaming. And so that is where we lift back, or head back into our story. Lyra, you can't hear anything else, even feel anything else. You don't realize. Hmm?
Before we get
What was
into the
that,
role
Joe?
play, can I just clarify two things? One, has anybody given us reason in character to know or believe the name Denier might be associated with this guy?
Well, you would
I
certainly
think I.
know. Yes, so you know that the Grand Library is associated with Denier,
Okay.
that it is his library essentially, or the library that he gave to alter him. And in Tempest's conversation, that was somewhat intimated. I believe
Okay.
someone brought
Did
the
she
name
have
up.
that conversation with us, though?
I I asked him about it more directly, but I did tell you guys
Okay.
that I'd mentioned the name to him and he responded oddly to it.
Okay,
Like
cool.
he'd said
I
Yeah.
he
just wanted
was
to make sure
Ogma,
in
but didn't
character.
say he was Denier.
Yep.
I didn't want it to be a thing
Yeah.
like Tempest knows, but and then I act on information that I don't actually have in character. Okay. Second thing is, now that I understand how this gem works, could I have recharged it last night before our long rest? If not, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
you very well can do that. What spell would you like to put in it?
My other level 3 spell, Fireball.
Naturally.
Okay.
All right. Right. So Lyra, you curl on the floor, wrapping your hands around your arms, and then blessedly the screams fade into silence. You kind of start to pick yourself up off the floor. That is what I hear. That is why we fight.
You deal with that every moment?
I do not hear or feel as you do.
I mean, you must feel something. I'm so sorry you have to go through whatever that was, even to a small extent. That was horrible. Um, why are they screaming?
Now you are saying this out loud, yes? Okay, so the rest of you can hear this.
Did she scream or she just doubled
And
over when this happened?
She doubled over. There, yes, so she did scream as well. In a very obviously pained scream.
Uh,
I will approach as soon as she starts screaming, like, "Are you okay?"
Obviously
Not
not,
even.
Annail. She's kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna put my hands on her and I'm gonna use my healing hands because she seems to be in a lot of pain right now.
If you put your hands on me, I kind of brush you off. Like I'm not even acknowledging you guys right now. Attention. Right here, sword.
Your sword, which you kind of cradle in both hands, I imagine, is ice cold. Worry not for me, child.
I worry a tiny bit.
Hmm. You feel almost a sense of contemplation emanating from it, but you receive no further response.
Why were they screaming or what? What? I want to help. If all I have are go off of are just screams, that doesn't really narrow down a list of things that I could be doing to help. Um, line of work, there's usually screaming, so me in the right direction. I will give you and the Raven Queen. Really love these chats that we have. Um, you know, okay, well, if you ever need to talk about all of that, I'm here for you. I just kind of get up, cradling my sword, and be look to the group. Huh. Does anybody know why a sword would scream in my mind? What it all means?
I am more interested as to why Jewel is screaming, and not so much your mind, but in like here.
Oh, okay. So I've been meaning to ask. It's just I don't know. I feel like lately we've just been running into a lot of God stuff and religious things, and I've learned that I'm connected with Raven Queen. And it's a lot for one being such as myself to handle, and so I thought I would go straight to the source and ask my sword, "Hey, what's going on? How can I help? You know, I want to save you guys and all that stuff." And it told me a bunch of stuff, and then it said, "This is why we do what we do." And then it screamed in my mind. It was like one of the most painful experiences I've ever experienced. And so I'm guessing I screamed because it was a lot. I don't know what that means. Someone smarter in the group could tell me what that means.
Maybe we can send a message to the Raven Queen. I'll look it at you.
I mean, you know, maybe it would be a better way to send a message than my sword. Maybe there's like miscommunication going on here.
Yeah, you said you could talk to gods or something, right?
Do we want to talk to whatever is?
I can connect to a god. I can try. That hardly seems like a good idea, though.
It seems like perhaps hearing the true voice of a god is too much for a mortal mind to handle.
You think she sounds like that? Like she just speaks and she screams?
Perhaps she
Why
spoke
would
to you
someone
and
tell
your
you
mind
that?
could not decipher her.
Well, it
Maybe.
said to me, "This is why we do what we do."
And then it screamed at you.
So what are you supposed to do?
That is a very good question, Pep.
Why don't you ask your sword again?
kind of did, but he's a little bit shy. So, no.
Can I try?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can try. Be shy. Be, gentle.
Listen here,
Sword.
you shit.
Whoa,
Stop
whoa,
bugging
whoa.
my friend, okay?
I'm gonna grab the sword from Beb.
Oh,
Beb, I said he was a sensitive being. You can't just yell at him like that. He's going through a lot.
hey, but he's causing you pain. He's not a very nice friend.
I mean, he asked for it. He said, show me. Show me. Showed me. Listen, I just need to figure out the best way to talk to a god. I tried Amnul's way of praying. Instead, all we did was like break a shrine or something. I tried talking to my sword, and all I did was get screamed at. So, what's the quickest way to meet a god?
Out of curiosity, did your sword at first tell you,
Curious.
no, you don't want to do this? And you were like, no, really, I do. And then he was like, okay, here you go.
Oh, why would you say that? Daziel, he never warned me. He just said, listen, Lyra, this is a great idea. You should definitely do this. I
Well,
don't know what
because
you're talking about.
I did not think about it until Pep did his thing. And I remember the last time Pep did his thing to somebody who you badgered for something, they initially said, no, I don't do that. And you said, no, please. And they said, no. And you said, yes. And then bad things happen.
Listen, that was the old Lyra.
Like yesterday?
To be specifically, yesterday, to be specific. I've grown since then. I've learned that, be careful what you ask for.
I
don't know
would
what
just
you're
like to
talking about.
interject. I apologize, but I would just like to interject that, not trying to defend any point of view, but you did say you tried Emno's way and it didn't work. Maybe, just maybe, and I did tell you, perhaps not the best idea to try to contact a god on another god of the same domain's temple.
I have to go
That-
find a raven temple. Like, nobody will even tell me where to pray for the raven queen. It's her temple.
Isn't there a whole continent dedicated to her?
Isn't it flat?
That's so
You
far.
obviously did not read the brochures they gave you.
That's true. I skimmed it, but I need to talk to her now on this continent.
No one
Okay,
tried.
well,
no
Amnil,
one's-
you can do it. Send a message.
If you're nervous, you can teach me how to do it, and I can send a message.
Is the Raven
Cool.
Queen
I
in-
told you, me and the Raven Queen.
Is the Raven Queen into torture and things, or just death? Because maybe what you heard was like where she lives, and a lot of people are being tortured and screaming and things.
Azil, you are so smart. Raven Queen is the god of death. Hear me out.
Okay.
You guys kill me, I talk to her, and then you bring me back to life.
Terrible idea. No.
You could go for a
Bring me back
swim.
to life.
There's a lake with really shiny things in the bottom. If you go for a swim, you might meet the Raven Queen.
The problem is I don't want to stay dead. I just need to die. Talk to her. It's probably the fastest way. She's the god of death. Hence, I die. I don't want to be dead. I would much rather be alive. So, get back to life.
Okay,
I mean,
I
can
will
we
take.
realize
Wait, 1 second. I will think this idea. I will give it a fair shot. I will take it to the council of people who can undo that terrible idea. I turn to Tempest. Do you think this is a terrible idea? Yes or of course?
I mean, neither. I mean, she makes a fair point, but like, I've never real-lived. I mean, I've unalived people, but I haven't like real-lived them. Can you do it? I've never tried it.
I mean,
I just like.
didn't
I
do
feel like
it,
there's a
but
lot
I
of faith
think
put
I
on a
can.
plan that I've never practiced.
What makes you think Tempest can do this? Tempest, can you do this too?
I've never tried it. I mean, I guess I feel like just relying on the thought of it would be a little bit just like.
I mean, Amnia, have you even really seen her
Okay,
heal
for me,
somebody?
practice.
Much less bring them back to life?
Who, Tempest?
Yeah.
Didn't
There
you
was one
see
time.
her?
Remember the
Didn't you see her bolt of lightning with my servants? That bore a hole through that guy. Are you kidding me?
Okay, forgive me, I must be speaking a different language. I will try again. Different phrase. Amnail, have you actually ever seen her heal somebody, much less bring them back to life?
That is a bit more of a pointed question. Hmm. Again, I don't think she is incapable of it. I just think she hasn't done it, and I do have
You
faith
can
in
do
people.
anything you put your mind to, okay? It's just I usually put
Perhaps.
my mind to bigger and bolder things in the world, okay?
So do you think I could bring somebody back to life too?
If you tried hard enough, have you ever tried it?
No, I have not.
Don't you
Look,
guys know
there's 3
CPR?
people here. Yeah. Okay, so that's 4. All of you can bring me back to life. So there's nothing that could possibly go
This
wrong
is a
with this
great
plan.
plan, but maybe we don't do it in the creepy. I point to our surroundings.
That's fair.
You see,
I mean, it would
we're
be
in the
funny.
shits when Pep is the one making sense. I think we're in serious dire danger.
Sobriety has
No,
been a
you
lot.
were already in trouble when I was.
I
the one
suggested we
making
leave
sense.
here and go to the
Holy
pond.
shit.
Eh?
I would like to die with a view. That sounds lovely. Who wants to kill
No,
me?
wait. What is?
You know, I'd piss some of you off. There you go. Pep will kill me.
No! If I see Pep even moving towards her, I'm gonna fucking tackle him. So, my point is, what is your objective?
Talk
What
to
do you-
the Raven Queen.
Didn't
She's in
that-
trouble.
But how do you know
I
you
know how to help her?
Maybe that was
Talk-
talking to her. Maybe the Raven Queen is
But-
like maybe she's busy and she was like, go away. I don't
Yeah,
have time.
maybe
for
she
you
doesn't
now."
want to be helped.
Why would she need to help her? Like, give me these mixed signals of like, hey, Lyra, I'm kind of like in trouble. This guy who I have in prison is like kind of messing things up. You should come save me. And I give you this really nice sword to accomplish that objective.
Here we go.
Sometimes people don't know what they want. Well, are people gods? I don't know.
You can't reason with these beings. They're gods. None of our logic
Could
makes
she
sense.
be like in super trouble? Could that be why she's screaming? She's like, I'm in so much trouble I can't even say anything. And then if you try and mess
Exactly.
screaming, it seems like a waste of Amnail's like super cool magic to just be like, she screamed at me. Let's try again. Well that didn't work the second time either.
Exactly. Timp isn't
okay.
making so much sense. So Pep, I need you to kill me.
We could go through the maze.
Okay.
Wait. We could go through the maze. And if the maze is dangerous and you're fighting things and you die, then you can talk to the Raven Queen and then they bring you back. And it's like useful death instead of just unnecessary death.
Yeah, and if you
Okay, I
get
see
really,
what you're saying.
hurt, I can just conk you over the head and finish the job.
Please
Pep,
don't.
I appreciate that. I will
I
be the
turn to
shield.
both of them. Friends don't kill each other.
Behind him, I'm
Excuse
like,
me.
Pick up each
There
other
has
up.
been consensual slapping has been established for a while now, so
Can you kill someone with a slap though?
Enough
Darn
slaps.
I've seen it done
I don't
many times.
know.
Consensual slapping, singular. Consensual slapping.
I saw that too. I saw someone slap somebody so hard that their head spun off.
Whoa.
Do I believe her?
Let's try that. I mean, if there's a way to go, that's the true mark of friendship.
Okay, anyway, I'll take it. Just need to die.
No, but
What
really.
happens?
No, but really, Lyra. If, let's say, she comes to our plane, she's here looking at you. What is that you want to ask her?
I just want to say to her, hello, Miss Raven Queen. I've heard so much about you, and I'm so happy and honored to meet you. Under these circumstances, it's a little bit awkward, but I'm honored nonetheless. Now that is out of the way, are you okay? Are you in trouble? Do you need help? I'm your loyal servant. I'll help you, and my friends. They're pretty cool. They'll help you too. That's all I want to say.
Can we
And
try
if
that
she's like,
again, but like how it would actually sound? Like, go, go, go. Like, I feel like that would be more of it. It'd be less like a conversation and more just like, can you hear me over the loud noise in the room?
I don't
Was it-
believe she speaks and screams because her Feywild friend said he met her at the Fey Court, and I'm pretty sure Fey creatures don't talk to each other in screams. They talk to each other in normal words.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Remind
do-
me, everyone else speaks Elvish except me.
one thing though was, hmm, uh, was the voice. I don't know. You said it was extremely painful, and when I tried to mend some of your wounds, you pretty much brushed me off. So I imagine it was quite unpleasant. But did you could you discern if the voice was human, male, female, any sort of characteristics aside from ah?
Yep.
It sounded almost like metal scraping against metal. It was vaguely human, although any details were drowned out by just the piercing intensity.
That is what I just said.
Okay, because hmm, my reasoning is that there is a certain degree of okay, crazy thoughts. What if the scream wasn't hers or her followers, but something that she's haunting, well, hunting, or keeping locked in some place?
Desiel pulls out books at sound and starts reading.
Okay. Well, how did you come to this conclusion?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, for example, the rare times where I have had omens, they generally spoke of the ending first and then built up to it. That's what differentiates omens from logic, from thoughts, from reasoning. That's what differentiates faith and logic. They're both valid, they're just two ways to go to get to the same conclusion. My point is, if she was talking, you said she was talking about this is why we fight or this is why we serve or something like that, correct?
They said something along the lines of, "Do you?" What's the exact wording? It was,
This
"You really
is
want to
why
know? This is
do
why."
yes, the so just before the sounds, your sword said, "Do you really want to know our mission?" And then afterwards, "This is why we fight."
This is
It
why
said
we
something along the lines
do.
of exactly that. It's in my head.
Okay, so maybe, maybe this is not necessarily from her, but maybe from whatever she's keeping contained or that she's trying to search for.
Could it be from the other thing? You know how I can't even remember who it was said it, but the someone else was taking people's names. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe the thing's trying to play interference. Maybe it's like, haha, try and have a conversation over this racket.
Actually, that is
No,
not a terrible idea.
you know what would
I
answer
have
all these
those
questions?
occasionally.
If I died, and then I could just tell you guys the answers, because that seems like the easiest way to answer.
I mean, we'll support you in whatever you want to do, Lyra.
I mean, why are you so
Just
sure you're
those-
gonna meet the Raven Queen? What happens if you die and go somewhere you don't want to go? And what happens if you're spending thousands and thousands of years of eternal torment in that plane by the time we get you back?
Just that's where all the screams are. You die and you go to the place that makes you scream.
I mean, the Feywild's time was different from ours. You could be spending thousands of years there before we get you up. But, you know, if you want to do it, I'm all for it.
It's a good point. I want to keep this death idea. Okay, you know what, Tempest, you talked me into it. You know, I was really against it there for a moment, but I'm back on board. Duh.
Here. Dixie.
You can think about it, how about? Like, you know, Zio says, I will just be the human shield and we'll go through these tunnels. And if I die, you know,
It was a sign.
die. It was a sign. That it will be a sign. If I die, it will be a sign that the Raven Queen really needs to speak to me, and she sent someone down to kill me.
Beautiful.
Got this
I love it.
stuff.
How poetic.
Got stuff figured out. Yeah. Yes.
What if you don't die? What do we do then?
Okay. So, Lyra, if you were to ask one poignant question, what would you ask?
I could ask Raven Queen only one question. You guys can give me advice. I'm still workshopping this big question, but I would probably just ask something simple and to the point because she seems like a busy woman and who get to the chase. I know nothing about her. I'm just making all these assumptions. I would probably just ask, "How can I help?" Or, "Are you okay?" No, that's not one question, but those are the only two that I can think of.
I like the
and
first
you would
question.
Probably had this double point.
How can I help? Because are you okay? And she says yes, goodbye, and then.
That's true. That's true. So, how can I help?
And perhaps my one advice, he looks up from his book, is do not spend the majority of the time that you have with her groveling. Just get to the point and ask the question.
Right,
She
just
already
like-
knows she is great and wonderful, and you are nothing, or you are an insignificant speck of dust in her presence. She knows this. Just ask the question.
I mean, maybe not like a speck of dust, like other dust.
She
Could be a
yes,
dust
she
mite,
knows she is great and wonderful. So instead of groveling, and then you ask the question, and then somebody brings you back. Like the moment you realize you are in front of her, just say, "How can I help?" And then
Got it.
after
Play
she
it cool.
answers,
I can do that.
if you have time after she answers, then you tell her how great she is.
Noted.
I will pull out my little notebook and I will go actually to one of the first few pages that I had. And I'll take a look at something and I'll say, Lyra, have you ever sworn an oath of service to her? Or participated in any sort of ritual that bound you to her?
I mean, I assume when I accepted this sword, I accepted her. Isn't that how magic works?
Maybe. I probably wouldn't work, but the closest thing that I can think that wouldn't involve killing you is that I could set up some sort of ritual to try to connect you to her. I don't think it
Why
would
didn't you say
work.
so earlier? I was about to kill myself.
The point is, I don't think it would work because I've only tried this with the Umbra Lord. I don't know. I've never tried with another person, let alone with another person to another god.
I mean, I think it's safer than killing myself, Amnio. I mean, come on.
That's why I was looking through my notes whilst we were talking. I really was trying something.
I see. Right, I really jumped onto that death thing way too fast.
Although I will say that I don't think I could do it right now because I need some things. I need some, and he starts like browsing pages. He goes, I need silver, candles, a symbol of her, which I suppose could be your sword. I mean, she's pretty much, that's the way you're tethered to her. And yeah, and a drop of your blood.
Does
Got lots of that.
this thing you need to do, does it use all of these things? Do they disappear or are they destroyed afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah. Because she has a
Can't have my sword.
she has a silver symbol of the Raven Queen.
Oh, that is true.
She does not even remember. See, this is how much she thinks of big gifts.
No, I remember. I just was like, brought back so many memories of that moment that you gave it to me that I just was taken aback with them.
Yes, of course.
I mean, could we just use like a silver coin or something? Like a silver?
Don't think so.
The rules of magic are
it-
weird, man. Who makes these things?
I mean, can't we do all of this when we leave?
Yeah. Either I die,
I don't know how your magic
or we
work.
do
but-
rituals.
Bringing you back will be expensive, just so you know.
Well, you can put it on my tab. I'll pay back. I've got money. How much money exactly are we talking about? Expensive.
To bring someone back?
Hmm?
Was it about
I
300 gold?
remember I got this one a while ago. Hold on.
You know so much about
I
this. I'm
think
so
so. It
convinced
was
you
a-
could do it if you tried, Desiel.
You know,
It was a gem.
I
about this
assisted
big.
Amniel in acquiring a couple of gems.
Yes. Specifically, and I pull that I have in a very different sat or like pouch from my other stuff. This, and I pull like this big of a really badly cut and opaque diamond. This will, if what I heard was correct, this will turn to dust and bring one's soul back to their body if it is done quickly enough after they've expired.
Oh, it turns to dust? There are uses for diamond dust.
Well, it turns to dust and it withers
Drew's like,
away,
no.
I think.
You can't double dip on your reagents.
Screw you.
This is alchemy, not chemistry.
Or I guess we can go to the tunnels and like if I die, we'll take it as a sign. If I don't die, we'll do Amniel's whole ritual.
Yes, about that. I can only do that tomorrow. So
I think
Yeah.
the Raven Queen will probably still be there tomorrow, no?
No, it doesn't like that's what I'm saying. If I die before then, like if we don't die, I imagine I'll be too tired to meet the Raven Queen. Okay, so I'll need to like rest up and like prepare myself. I don't want to meet her like bloodied and battled. I want to like look my best.
that is a possibility, yes.
So just let you die. Got it.
If you see me dying, just
Not-
I die. It's in the Raven Queen's hand.
Do you want us to like help you along, speed up the process, or do you want us to just kind of like let it happen?
I mean, I'm not opposed if you guys are just like, oh, she's already down. Let me just like push her over the edge. Just let it happen
No.
naturally.
Then
Why? Why? Honestly, okay. Serious question. How come are you so comfortable with the idea of dying?
Because I trust you.
Because she's a member of a death cult.
You're gonna bring me back.
She
Well,
wants
it's because
she
I
wants to be
trust
a higher level officer in the cult, no?
There's just it's not guaranteed we can bring you back, right? What happens if something happens before we can get to you or something?
I believe in you.
Okay, good. That's one of us. All right, then I guess you should lead the way. Going through the caves.
Azio closes his book, packs it up. Well, where are we going?
yeah, let's go. It's as good a plan as any.
Into
No,
the maze.
It is actually
Or leaving.
one of the worst I've ever heard.
It's
And
really
you're
not
talking
bad.
with-
Like both you and Desiel just seem so knowledgeable about like this whole healing with a diamond thing. Like I have full confidence you could do it if you put your mind to it. I believe in you, Amnail.
I
You
only
just gotta
know of
believe in me.
I
the
don't believe
theory
in
and the cost.
myself.
Why don't you believe in yourself, Amniel? We should talk about that.
No, we should not. We should go.
We can walk and talk.
Into the cave
Yeah.
or back to the professor?
Therapy on the go.
Honestly, yeah, sure. Sure.
Sure which?
That's-
Sure into the maze or sure to the
Yeah.
professor?
So do we do A or B? Sure.
Yes. A or B. Yes.
I mean, the reason we stayed down here was to explore the caves.
This is true. But now we have had developments, so I did not know if we still wanted to go into the maze or if we wanted to go back to the professor.
I think you're
Anybody?
gonna have to choose because this is 4.
Okay, so should I flip a coin or make a decision?
I really don't want to go back to the professor. We all know this. So my vote is the maze. You know,
Okay.
now that we're down here, it's gone surprisingly well. Let's just stay here. We're not even afraid of someone dying now. Like, what is left?
I will literally take any hits that come your way.
It's less of a sticky situation, I guess, if you die here, or we killed you up there and someone walked in and saw us killing you.
I mean, there are spider webs, so that could be sticky. But oh, yes. So if you die, should we let these spiders feast on your corpse?
Oh, I want to come back as my whole being. I don't know how this coming back to life thing works. I
Amniel,
assume-
how does the coming back to thing work? Do you have to, like, be next to the person? Do you have to pray? Like, what do you exactly gotta do to bring someone back?
Let me explain something that I think will clear up some doubts. A few times, actually, since I've met you guys. It only happened once, actually twice before. I get not necessarily dreams, but I get feelings. Very similar to the omens that I used to get. Those feelings unlock the potential of me channeling my deity's power. They give me a plethora of things that I can do, of which I can only tether myself to a few of those powers every day. Me understanding what they are don't exactly limits me to how I can do those things. I have vague ideas until I try it out. Particularly the bringing people back thing is something that I have actively gone to. Reason that, first of all, I don't want any of you to die because I care so much about all of you, but also I don't want anyone to die around me anymore. I'm tired. If there's a reason that I served a god of death, it's not because I like death. It's because I don't want it to happen to people who don't deserve it. And it is definitely shouldn't be taken as a means to contact someone. Dying is hard and it takes a toll on your soul.
Lyra, if you die, do you revert back to your like native normal form?
Probably, but I could just turn back to Lyra.
Well, how about this? We'll go through the caves, and if Lyra happens to die, she happens to die, and we'll take advantage of that situation. But since Amniel is the expert on death, I feel like we should probably defer to him in this situation.
Okay, that's actually wise, Pep. I take out my short sword as we're walking to the caves. Listen here, I'm gonna die in these caves unless you tell me what's going on. So, heads up. Sure you don't want to say anything?
Bemusement.
I mean it. I'm gonna really die hard in there. Unless you give me some words of wisdom. Okay. Go! Short sword away.
Okay, so she is a raven queen. Does she have like a conspiracy of ravens? Or is she like queen of the ravens? Or is she a raven who is just also queen?
I'll let you know when I meet her. Will be one of my follow-up questions.
So we
Right.
gotta let you be dead long enough to ask the follow-up questions then.
Yeah, there's that part. You guys will
You
figure
know
it
what?
out.
We're
So
doing it.
I'm not.
Doing it.
If you're unable to bring her back, are you able to speak with dead people so you can speak with her spirit and she may not come back, but she can at least answer the questions?
He's looking very annoyed as he turns each and single parchment sheet on his book. He goes, "Yes, actually, I can. I just need their head, and it is extremely painful for the soul, apparently. It is like a tortured anchor pulling them back from the realm of the dead."
That could be the screaming.
Ooh, yes. That makes so much sense.
I thought death was meant to be peaceful, you know?
Yeah. Whatever happened to
Death
that
and the
stuff?
afterlife are not the same thing.
Add it to the list of follow-up questions, Lyra.
Alright, cool.
So
So many questions. I hope there's
question
enough
one,
time.
how can I help? Question two, what was with the screaming?
Question 3,
Change.
are you a raven? Question 4, is death not meant to be peaceful?
Okay, wow, these. I bring like a book with me to death? Like, how does that part work?
You know, Lyra,
Too
it
many
seems
questions
it seems
to
like this
remember.
whole death and question thing may just be too much of a hassle. So perhaps we should just forego the whole dying plan.
Saying whatever happens in these tunnels happens.
Um,
So are you like writing and walking, or did you like stop to write?
No, I'm walking and writing.
Okay, true. So I guess we're walking into
Right,
the
yep.
scary tunnels.
With Lyra
I-
at the helm and Nell at the back. What is the rest of your marching order?
I'll go after Lyra.
I'll be in the back next to
Okay.
Amdale. Can we walk two abreast?
You can to get there.
I'll just be behind. I'll be in the middle, I guess.
All right.
So while we're walking, I'll
Yeah.
lean over and just quietly talk to Amdale. Do you know, I'm not actually supporting this idea of Lyra dying. It does seem a bit silly, no?
I don't know. I think the passing, especially going through the veil, shouldn't be taken lightly. And specifically, a paladin of the Raven Queen should know that.
Okay, so should I try to help her not die?
I will. I'm just contemplative of what we should do. Because I actually have another thing in my mind that has also worried me. So, you know.
So don't let her die. If possible,
No.
stop her from dying.
Yes, but you don't need to worry about that. I think I can handle that.
Okay.
Specifically, if it means to put yourself in harm's way.
No, simply manipulating the situation in her favor or against her,
No,
or none of
of
the
course,
above.
of course. Yeah, you know, I just don't want anyone to be in danger the same way that I bonded myself to Tempest yesterday, the same way that I tried to talk to Pep every time he just went on drunken stupors, the same way that I talked to Lyra when she wanted to contact her deity. Yeah, I'm trying. I really am.
Are you still
Lyra,
bonded?
Sorry?
Are you still bonded with Tempest?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Lyra, you are walking at the head of the group, and you walk back through the areas that you hit before the long rest. So you pass by the corpse of the spider, and to the first fork. There's a path ahead and one to each side. Which way are you going?
You guys straight?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You go straight. The path quickly narrows, to where only one of you can walk single, or to where you can only walk single file. Um, After a short time, um, there are torches along the walls, very occasionally, just enough that at the edges, at the farthest distances between them, it is dark, but not quite pitch dark. Um, you start to see rock dust kind of drifting down around you, dancing um, in the light of the torches. You see more here. You see more webs that have been cut and kind of pushed off to the side. Um, but then you pass through one slightly larger, kind of open, rounded chamber, um, where there are cut webs in a path through the room, but then also newer webs that look to have laid over the discarded webbing. Um,
There's the old cast
Make
mage armor.
okay. Lyra, make me give me one moment. Sorry. Make me a dexterity saving throw. Okay. So as you walk through this room, this small cave, one of the clumps of webbing, kind of along next to your foot, opens, and a previously unseen flap kind of springs open. The rest of you see several spindly legs kick out, and Lyra, you feel fangs sink into your ankle as a hidden spider leaps out and grabs at you. So you will take 5 points of piercing, I believe, of piercing damage, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
I feel personally attacked by this choice of monster.
No, Lyra is personally being attacked.
I'm emotionally being attacked.
We did establish the
7?
spider webs last time.
Yes.
I forgot.
So you take an additional 9 points of poison damage.
Oh,
as
this is
you
great.
as you feel your legs start to swell already and just become red hot. You feel the poison seething up your leg. Okay. All right, so the spider is currently sunk in.
I
What
do
is
not
everybody
want
doing?
to die like this. Make an attack on it?
You can go for it.
I'm angry with my sword. I'm not speaking to him right now. So I'm gonna just oh, always though. No, I have to use it. Damn it, never mind. Okay, I take out my short sword and I will make an attack on it.
Go for it. 9, that does not hit.
Swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Alright, cool.
All right. Yeah, this has been catastrophic. What's that? A 2, a
A 5
5,
and a
and a
2.
7. Getting better.
And as I see her starting to move, do I see her legs swell?
You see the spider bite her leg and then clamp on.
Okay.
I will,
But I see no physical
Not
difference.
at the moment.
I will
Okay,
firebolt the spider.
Yeah, I'm gonna run forward also, draw my sword and
Okay.
try to slash at it.
Diziel,
Hiding on Pep's back.
fireball.
I could just fireball. Get everybody.
13 does not hit.
Your people are in the
So you
way.
see the fire poof, hits against some of the webs and kind of boil and bubble as they blacken. Lyra, make me another Constitution save. 14, that succeeds. You will take
Okay.
burn. So you do not take any more damage from the poison at the moment. And Nail, what are you doing? So you're running up. You run up.
Yeah, and gonna take the sword, palm it hilt backwards, and try to stab this mother. Natural 20.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so critical. Let's see if it'll roll correctly. We hope so. Maybe, possibly. Actually, don't know.
You can click it in the roll 20 chat, I think.
Yeah, if you click
Oh, I
on where it
can.
says Shatter Spike, that should, and that, yep,
Oh, there you go. 9. Yeah, so 9 points of damage.
9. All right, yeah, so you spear down on the middle of its body. And it kind of, as it releases and skitters back into its little hideout, releasing Lyra's leg.
Oh, good thing I went first, guys, eh? Just a flesh wound, it's fine. We should just keep going. I feel fine.
All dead yet?
Absolutely not. Desiel, can we try to burn this thing? Like the webs?
Yeah, I suppose we could do that.
Okay. You
Desiel will
take
kind
one
of walk
side, I'll
towards the
take the
front.
other.
What are we looking at? Is it like a cavern? Are we in a tunnel or like a hallway still? What's the layout?
So the hallway or tunnel you guys were walking through has kind of opened up a little bit into kind of the small circular cave with like almost piles of webbing, apart from basically a path from the entrance to the exit that has been cut and pushed aside. So the webbing is covering the floor and most of the walls.
Okay. And these spiders, you should leave now. And then I'll firebolt some of the clumps of webbing.
You feel a question mark from Eddie.
Not you, my friend. The bad ones. The
I
bad ones.
will sacred flame. Yeah, I'm also gonna sacred flame like the floor underneath to try to spark.
Okay. And so, Dizio, you are firebolting.
Yes.
All right. Over the next few minutes, yeah, you guys blacken and burn away. Most of a few large spiders are uncovered and skitter away towards the shadows as you burn through.
See, terrifying, terrifying. Okay, the path is clear. Do we continue?
Are you fine, Lyra? How's
I feel great.
your leg?
Oh, I feel fine. It was just a small scratch. Let's keep going.
Are you sure? Don't want me to look at it?
Oh no, I'll let you know if it gets too bad.
Are you trying to die, Lyra?
Waste
Inside check.
Insight.
Oh my god, what is
What
this?
does a 13 get them, Lyra?
13. That's just above. Are you inciting if I want to die or if I'm in pain?
If you're like hiding away that you might be hurting because you want to die.
Yeah, so the question, so he asked, do you want to die? You said, no, no, no.
And I asked
So
for an
on the
insight.
strength of that statement,
Yeah, what do I see in terms
what
of
does he get?
physical response?
Did she roll a deception or
Can I
whatever
roll
was
a
appropriate?
deception to decide? I don't know how to make a
Sure, you
decision.
can do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll leave that up to you.
Or persuasion, I guess.
Okay. I have taken your words into consideration, and it is in the back of my mind that maybe death is not a good idea. You know, maybe should do the ritual with you guys. Draw.
So yeah, and now as far as you can see,
Yeah,
thinks
it's fine.
she thinks she's okay. At the very least,
That
she
is
thinks that she is okay.
that is definitely good to hear. Do you want? Well, no, you probably should keep spearheading, but I'll keep a closer eye.
I should lead. It's doing a good job so far. Let's go. Start walking.
I'm just gonna show her my left hand where I have the red band that she gave us, and I'm like, "There's 5 of these. Please don't
Oh
make it 4."
no. Pulling out the friendship bracelets on me, that's so fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. There will always be 5 friendship bracelets.
I glance over at Pep's wrist.
now
Is he
that's
wearing one?
Oh, is that wearing it?
No.
I don't say anything.
I just kind of pull my sleeves up.
You mean down, right?
Oh yeah, down. Cover my
I pulled my sleeves up.
5 what?
I'll just be like, no, you know what? I will pull them up, and I'll be like, yeah, I made mine an ankle bracelet. Yeah.
Oh, very trendy of you, Pep.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I feel unwell. Me
Taking
Walt,
Do I believe you?
not
As
Edno.
we
Me Walt.
As we go, Tempest ankles are now shooting off little sparks. I'm like holding a shocking grasp as we go in case there's anything else. Just like
All right.
Yeah, I'll
In
also
case there's
keep
anything
like,
else. What is this? A dungeon?
Do I believe you, Pep?
Sure. I guess I can roll a lie here. 1 second.
If you want to roll.
Come on.
Hmm?
20, 20, 20, 20.
Normal roll.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, no, I'm lying completely. Definitely not wearing anything on my ankles. You know.
I don't say anything.
You know what is
Right?
something really sad that I just noticed? It's been 27 episodes, like 6 or 7 months of us playing. This is the first natural 20 I ever got on an attack. It's against a goddamn spider.
And you didn't kill it.
Oh.
And I didn't kill it. Yeah.
You win some and you lose some.
And then even when you win some, sometimes you lose them.
Yeah.
Is the lesson here? Ooh. All right, you continue on. More cut webbing kind of pushed to the sides. And then the holes and tunnels begin to open up until eventually you step out into this wider, more open, cavernous chamber. You hear running water a short ways in front of you. There are a number of rock outcroppings, and in fact, I can just go ahead and show you. Yes. This cave is more well lit than the others. And the first thing, or one of the immediate things you notice, is that among all the rock and kind of crystal poking out of the walls, fresh white webs cover large swaths of the room. So you are coming in from here. Let me pop you in. Oh, wrong layer.
Should I move us onto the map screen?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Zio, there you are. There you are.
Is this one of the maps given us by...
This is one of the maps from Animated Dungeon Maps, if that is causing a problem on your end.
Problems? No. No problems with animated dungeon maps. They are the bestest of maps.
Oh, the maps there are never issues with. Roll20's implementation of the maps that can be finicky.
Were you being sarcastic when you said this was an animated dungeon map?
No, it is.
Because I'm just seeing a bunch of white scribbles.
That
It took a second for me
I
to
also
load it,
that
but it did
is,
load.
yeah, that can happen. It can take a second to load, or if you're...
Am I on the wrong layer?
No, you're fine. If your VTT enhancement suite is sufficiently out of date, that can cause some problems.
I'll refresh.
Try refreshing the page, because I also haven't updated mine in a while. Play the elevator music while the... And then give it a second to
The girl from
work.
name on
Doesn't look like it's working. Can everyone else see it at least for the moment?
I
I
can.
can see it.
I can see it as well.
I can see it.
Okay, so John, if you want to go ahead and switch back to the... Oh, I guess that wouldn't...
I'll switch back to...
I'll tell you.
Back to the
I'm
other
gonna
screen and try and
photo.
work on that in the background a little bit. What's that?
In the meantime, I'm gonna tweet a photo of the actual map, just in case anyone wants to see on the stream, because obviously stream also has Googles.
Good idea. Now, Kat, can they find our Twitter from here?
Well, if they would like to head over to twitter.com to TableQuest RPG, they will be able to see my lovely screenshot that I'm about to post.
Or if their keyboards are broken and they just wanted to use their mouse, how could they do that?
The link in the chat.
That
it's also
works.
Just in our About Tables quest, guys.
Hmm.
Yep, yeah, it's
So
there.
many
Yeah.
ways.
Thank you, Mike. It is.
There's that little bird right there. You guys can click if you want.
Hmm.
We're a
Thank you.
very well-oiled machine, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, we practiced that for ages. All right. You are in this open cavern. You see webs coating sections of floor, bridged across walls, in those kind of smaller gaps in rocks. Um, you can, if you step out a small ways, you can see on the other end of the cavern this kind of mass of webs, where you can see several smaller, more dense ovals or like egg-shaped capsules of web. You see most of them are kind of are smaller and almost like deflated, like they're kind of hollow and have collapsed a little bit. But one, towards the front, it looks very fresh and very much sturdy.
Steve, here.
So you know a lot about
Yeah,
spiders.
Yes?
Is there like a way we can like flush them out faster?
Alright, I got it working. So I was gonna set up. So what was it we can see? A bunch of egg sacs, you said, Drew?
Yes, um, at this far corner of the room here, which you can just about see if you stand in the right spot. Yes, kind of several egg-shaped capsules of web, suspended in the massive webbing. Most of them are kind of gray and deflated, but one of them towards the front is very much fresh and sturdy.
And those of us without dark vision, I assume we can't see right now?
You can, this room, you're in dim light, as there are several torches put kind of on these wooden um, supports here. Um, and as well as some of the crystals, some of the rocks give off um, a soft glow, and a glow comes from, well, something on the other side of this large rock. Comes a bright but soft green glow, um, from the same location as you hear the running water.
And so you're wanting what? To clear these spiders out of their home more quickly?
Well, I don't know. I just feel like if we keep walking through, they'll attack us like the one bit me earlier. So I was thinking maybe just like get them all at our level or where we can see them, kill them, and then look for cool stuff. That's a stupid idea. Like I don't know anything about spiders, so.
And I didn't ask before. When we were burning all the webs and stuff away, like the clumps of
Mhm.
stuff, were they? Was there anything in the clumps, or it was just like clumps of webbing?
That was some of them were clumps of webbing where like that had previously been cut and then like shoved to the side, and then more webs were put over top. A few of them are where some of the spiders were hiding.
Okay. And in here, the only clumps of webbing are the like the egg-shaped stuff on the other side of the room over there.
That you can immediately see, yes. And they are about, the largest of them, the fresher looking one, is about 6 feet end to end.
Oh.
The others are around 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose, yeah, it's a matter of we can try and walk through and perhaps be attacked. We can try and clear them out. I mean, there's no telling how many spiders are in this mess.
Well, can we at least get rid of the webs? Kind of. No offense to your friend, Gross.
Sure.
Well, I mean, if they're not causing us harm, well, I leave it up to you guys. But I see no need to disturb things if they don't attack us.
The
How do we
egg,
get through though?
the egg-shaped thing, does it look like a sack of spider eggs or like something that's wrapped up in webbing?
You can make a nature check.
Because you said it was like 6 feet. I was like, oof.
Mhm.
14. Above average.
It doesn't really look like any spider egg sacs you've seen before. It looks more like like webbing that is wound around something rather tightly.
Does it appear to be moving?
No.
Well, they've asked me to clear some webbing, so I will take aim at the large 6-foot wrapping across the way over there.
All right. With firebolt, I'm presuming.
Firebolt, yes.
Okay, so you send it through. It's kind of snaps some smaller web strands. Make an attack for that. Go ahead and roll the spell attack.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, and roll the damage on that.
22.
22. All right. So the fire hits
Nice.
it and starts burning away at the coils of webbing. You hear from above, in the mass of webs, a hiss, a bubbling hiss, as the capsule starts to burn away. You see an emaciated humanoid face, completely dehydrated and dried. Burns down. You see clothing that has rotted and kind of stuck to the webs and tears away. There is a completely clean, glimmering chain shirt underneath that. And then you see, as the web continues to burn away, a small notebook tumble onto the ground.
Okay. Well, that's the thing.
Should I take?
Should you
Should I try to take that?
take what? How far away is it from us? Is this a scale?
It's to scale, yep.
Okay. I mean, we can walk over there. There is the thing up above that's none too happy with us being here and burning the things.
Could you
I
magic
should go
hand-
get it.
Or, hey, maybe I could go get it and you could protect me. You could watch the spider up above, and if she comes down, then you can attack and fight her off and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Like, do you want me to like run beside? Like, I have my shield, and I could just like cover you, and like, if it comes for us, I just
There you go.
That
And you fight it. Yeah, you.
yeah. Okay. Alright. My shield, my short sword. Let's go.
Is Lyra wearing armor, by the way?
I don't know if I had a breastplate or just leather armor.
Okay, but you do have armor.
She has
Okay,
leather.
just wondering.
Yeah.
Mage
did
armor
buy
would not do her
breastplate.
any good.
Yes.
Okay.
To be fair, we did try. Lara was like, nah.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go. I guess we'll start going. I will try and be a little bit less conspicuous than Lyra.
Okay. So on our map here, how are you? You're going across
Across the way, yes.
through here, through the webbing there.
Yes. The one that I just shot the fireball
I will
through.
go
Or
next
firebolt.
to Lyra in front of the group.
Okay, now you aren't going to be able to get two abreast through that little section there. So going between that rock outcropping and the wall is tight enough that only one person can get through.
She was ahead of me.
So
I'll just leave that minor.
Yeah, I'll try and sneak ahead of her, trying to be less conspicuous than she is.
Okay, make a stealth check as you pick your way through the sticky webs, kicking it off your boots and pushing it away from your face. Okay.
It's easy
You
when
are
I've got
able
this thing
to-
behind me trying to draw attention.
Yeah. You pick your way through those webs without incident. Um, are you going to walk all the way up to the newly exposed corpse?
I am attempting to sneak my way up there, yes.
All right.
Paying attention for anything coming towards me.
All right.
Yeah.
So make a perception check. Did you guys give John all of your good rolls?
Yes.
I was gonna say that, like 20 sessions worth of shit rolls getting all.
It's spiders. I'm in my element.
He did his thing, yeah. All right.
It's his
So
fate.
you see in this kind of pile of webbing, a large, maybe 3 foot from head to abdomen, spider. That has its front legs on small spindles of silk that extend out into this kind of mess of webbing. You see one of them has broken free, is kind of waving gently in the air, but it looks like you did not get close enough for it to strike.
And it's where exactly? I didn't see you click.
It is. Sorry, let me. Right there.
Okay.
Although it does not seem to be aware of you.
Okay. I will attempt to just keep sneaking past it and just keep an eye back on my friends who are following.
Yeah, so now, Lyra, and you guys feel free to move your tokens around
Right, yeah.
as you would be moving,
Can get
square
through
by
this
square,
part.
if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yep, make me a stealth check. Anyone who's going through there.
Oh, we're being stealthy, or
Nope.
So
Clearly
where
not
I'm
Make
doing this
a
on
make
purpose.
a stealth check
Is the
is
check
what I
just standing
said.
right through?
If you are going through that webbing, yep.
okay. I
I'm gonna
will
stand on the edge of the webbing.
Lyra's not being stealthy at all.
I promise I'm not doing this. I'm prepared.
Uh, sorry. 1 second. There we go.
Pep, you can go in front if you want, because I'm not gonna go close.
Are you sure? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I can go from distance. It's better for you to be closer to run.
Now, Mnail, have you rolled?
I am sorry because I just have to roll with disadvantage because
Gotcha.
reasons. And beyond 20 kind of like opens a pop-up.
Right. Okay. 17. All right. So Lyra, you're just kind of pushing through the webs. And you get to the other side. So it's Lyra again. Oh dear. Aziel, you're past that, so you wouldn't see. You feel and you see the webs kind of quiver, and then you see a dark shape skittering through them. And this spider is going to leap out at you. That is an 11 to hit, which I don't believe does.
No, it just.
It kind of jumps out at you, and you block it with your shield. Let's everybody roll initiative.
Yay!
And then we are going to head to break. This is actually perfectly on the money for that. And let's get everybody in the order.
Tempest
On
is like
break.
spiders.
We'll be rolling ads. If you do not want to see ads, you can always subscribe.
I am in my
We
element.
thank you for sticking around anyways.
What if I roll
My
charisma by
God,
accident?
John.
As I said, apparently I'm in my element.
Yeah.
Desiel are having very different experiences right now.
Spiders, yay!
You're
She's
not
like,
playing
fucking
this
spiders.
No, that's just because she's
spiders-
Australian, John. I'm pretty sure.
No, because Kat is not ready because she isn't in spider season, so she hasn't prepared herself mentally.
No. I faced a spider yesterday. It's Australia. It's always spider season.
I saw a video of an old Australian guy beating an alligator upside the head with a frying pan earlier today.
I saw that.
And
That
it
was
ran
so
away.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia, man, is the new Florida, man.
Agreed.
All right. We're going to cut to break. Be back in 10 minutes. And we will get to some spider fighting.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, from our short break. As you can probably hear, it's battle time. Time to fight some spiders. So, at the moment, Desiel, you are up first. You hear this spider move, and then you hear the clattering of its body against Lyra's shield. And you hear, sort of in the back of the room, skittering of webs kind of peeling apart and of legs skittering against stone. It is your turn.
The back of
Now
the room.
this-
Like, what about this little alcove that I burned away a minute ago?
Sorry?
You said the back of the
The-
room. Like, what about
Yes,
this little
you
alcove?
do not hear it.
Yeah.
No, you do not hear anything from back there.
All right. Well, I will, maintaining my sneakiness, I suppose. I'll go ahead and move kind of back into the alcove, into the shadows back there. And then from here, I will shoot a firebolt at the spider that is attacking her.
Okay. So you are stepping back into the webs there, just so you know that is difficult terrain,
Okay.
which doesn't matter for this, but all of you now, if you are moving through webs, difficult terrain. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Go ahead and firebolt the spider. Definitely hits.
8 points of damage.
8. Okay. Got it. Crashes against its abdomen. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright. It's now the spider's turn. So firstly, this one is going to attack Lyra again. A 12 does not hit you, does it? No? So it... Alright, yep, so it kind of knocks from the fire, hitting it and lashes out at you again. But you keep it buffeted away. Quickly, what's that? Pretty good, right? Tempest, from behind you, as you are at the back, you start to see these webs and these over here quiver, as if something is walking along them. As one spider, two spider,
Oh.
three spider, and then you get up to there. Okay. Emerge from the webbing. One of them leaps from its webs and is going to attack you.
Can it just not?
It has to.
Can I just
Does a
wait for
23
me-
does a 23 hit you?
Yes. Yes, it does,
Okay.
surprisingly.
You take 6 points of piercing damage and make a Constitution save, please. case, you are absolutely fine. Apart from the piercing damage.
Ooh, that's a very ominous one there.
This spider here, you see it kind of kicks its abdomen forward underneath its head and shoots out a gob of webbing. That is an attack. Ooh, does a 19 hit you?
Can you just like stop asking? It hits, okay? My AC right now is like 11. I think I didn't cast Mage Armor.
Oh dear, you are currently restrained. As the webs just splatter against you, stick to the floor. Your arms are kind of gummed together by that. And then the third spider will have a shot at Pep with its webbing. Oof, that's a 21 to hit. You are currently restrained. So that is you, and you have used those. Tack that on. Alright, that's the spider's turns. Lyra, it is yours.
Okay, the ones with the little wrench are the ones who have people restrained, right?
Yes, they're the ones who have used their web slinging for this round.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do, if I cast Eldritch Blast, well, they're not in the web yet, so if I cast Eldritch Blast at the spiders, they won't be affected.
What? Sorry?
Never mind, I'm confusing myself. I cast Eldritch Blast at this one, both of them with the wrench.
That requires line of sight, no?
Can I not see them from here?
You cannot see this one. This rock is in the way. You can see the one
Okay.
directly in front of you,
That's fine. I'll step out of this one's range, which I know gives an attack of
and
opportunity.
then this one here. Okay.
If I move here, can I see this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Is going to be an attack of opportunity, which is a 13.
Does not hit.
I'm just this one is just slowly ticking up the ladder till eventually it can hit you.
There is my one. Oh, it's this one. So 12 hit.
12 does not hit.
Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna aim the second one for the other guy.
A 21 does hit.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Pep, it is your turn.
Can I try to rip this webbing off of me in some way?
Yes, you can. You can make an action to. You can take an action rather to take yourself out of it.
Awesome, I will do that.
All right, make a strength check. Strength athletics check.
Seventeen.
17. Yep, you tear yourself free. You are no longer restrained.
I think I'm gonna see. And you said Tempest is covered in the webbing, right?
Yes, so Tempest is restrained just as you are.
So because I'm no longer restrained, I have movement again, right? Just
Yep.
making sure. I will use bait and switch with Tempest. If you are willing, I will switch spots with you, Tempest.
Tempest is so willing.
All right.
And that's a bonus action, right?
Let me just check here.
Yeah, let me check. It probably, although there's another question that comes up with that.
So it does. It says it just expend a superiority die. It doesn't say anything about a bonus action. Let me check if it's within my bonus action like features.
Probably, it wouldn't be an action.
It's because
Obviously.
normally you can use it as part of your attack, but it doesn't require to be targeted with an attack. Superiority die, battle maneuvers, unless they specifically state a thing, they're technically free things that you can do in your turn.
Ah, okay. Well, either way, I'm not going to use my bonus action for anything else, so I'm just going to bait and switch with Tempest.
Now, I don't see bait and switch on your
Oh, you have to go to
maneuvers.
If you go to the very end, I picked it up through
Oh, there it is, Martial Adept, yeah. There it is. You can switch places with a creature, provided you spend at least 5 feet of movement and a creature is willing and isn't incapacitated.
Oh, is she incapacitated?
Restrained, I believe.
Incapacitated is if she's unconscious or like with 0 hit points.
Right.
Or
So
switch
yes,
sleep.
you can do that.
Perfect. And I will also use this with my Martial Adept die, so it'll be a 1d6. So you have +6 to your AC. Tempest. And we switch spots. I will move here.
Okay. I suddenly have really good AC. Question though, am I just like, have I been lobbed across like a net body bag? Like, am I still all webbed?
Pretty much. Pep just kind of grabs the webbing and yanks you back as he steps forward into your place.
And that is my turn. So.
Okay. Oh dear. Desiel. From above you, in the mass of webs, you hear a clicking of small jaws. And then it kind of snip, snip, snip. And you see a sticky web-like blob descend quickly towards you. As a kind of webby filament sticks onto you. Make me a grapple check, please.
Does it make an attack action?
No, this is something that it just does. It hasn't made its attack yet. This is a bonus action, rather, I should say. 24? Okay, yep. So you were able to duck out of the way of that.
These rolls, though.
As this web just... I guess. As you now look up and you see, at first, you're expecting spider, and so you see the 8 legs and the pale body. But then you see the scorpion-like claws extending from the sides of its body. And the chitinous head with the 2 small eyes peering out. Its body is almost more akin to like a roach or some other kind of bug. As it skitters its way through down towards you and is going to make, let me reveal it here actually. As the cave fisher is going to make a pair of claw attacks against you. Okay, that is a 20 to hit, and then a 15 to hit.
Shield! Miss.
Shield on the first one, alright. Alright, yeah, so those both miss.
First time I finally got to use shield.
Although, what is your AC currently?
For the rest of this round, it's 21, but 16.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, so neither of those hit you. As the claws kind of swing towards you, you flash your hands, and they are deflected. by two spectral spider legs that start to kind of wrap around you and boom, boom, buffet them away. You have the feeling if Eddie could give you a thumbs up, he would be. Although he can't because he's a spider, but
He's
he kind of
like
sticks one.
six thumbs
He kind
up.
of sticks. He sticks one of his legs up in the air. All right, Tempest, it is your turn. Currently restrained.
Currently restrained in a net body bag. Okay, as Pep, I guess, just like flings me out of the picture, I lock onto these two fucking things that have netted me down and attacked me, and I say, "Burn in hell, you demons!" And I'm gonna twin bolt at them. I think. Can I? No, I'm restrained. Single guiding bolt, subtle spell, so I don't have to move to do it. On the fucker who put me in this stupid net.
All right. So this bottom one here, that will be at disadvantage because you are restrained.
But subtle spell?
It's on attack rolls. You have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Interesting. Okay.
Since that is an attack roll, you have disadvantage.
Nugget. I'm gonna use favored by the gods on that.
Okay. Because a 9 does not hit. However, a 16 does.
Cool. Okay. 14 damage on that one.
Okay. Yeah, so that just slams into it, knocking it off of the web for a second before it collects itself. You see the kind of oozing spider blood out of its abdomen where you have blasted a good-sized hole.
I'm gonna glare at the other one and hiss at it and say, "I'm coming for you next, buddy." And then I'm gonna curl into a ball and sob slightly. Spider.
Well, you can't curl into a ball. You are restrained.
I'll think about it then.
You're,
I'll try
you're
really
stuck
hard.
upright. You're stuck upright.
I'll roll around sadly.
Hemnail, it is your turn.
Huh. That is a curious thing. Technically, is this one engaged with me?
Yep, it's in melee.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna draw my sword, draw my shield, and I'm just gonna take a look at it and try to slash at it.
Okay.
25.
25 hits.
11 points of
11 points. Okay. As you take a big hack and cut across its, like where its abdomen joins its head, and more of that kind of gooey fluid starts to pour out onto its body. It's that one's looking very much wounded.
yeah. I trust Lyra. So this would be 10 feet,
That would be 10 feet of movement. Yes.
and this would be 5.
Yep.
This is 20, and to get here would be 30. Or actually
Correct.
25,
Correct.
but I can go anywhere else.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going. And here I have line of sight on Desiel / weird spider thing, scorpion spider thing.
Correct.
Cool. And this is exactly where I'm going to be. I'm just going to be watching. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Not going to hold an action. Or...
I attacked.
Oh, duh. I'm a fool. Desiel, it's your turn. Ignore that. Ignore that I have the memory of a goldfish.
I will. Can I grab that notebook that's at my feet, by the way?
You can. It is It is actually currently in this square, so it is on the other side of the creature.
Gotcha.
You could get there, but
I just walked over it apparently the first time. I will use my bonus action to attempt to shove the creature 5 feet away from me.
okay. What is the saving throw on that?
Strength of 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it failed. So you could push it either away from you on the grid, or you could actually push it up as well, because it's kind of hanging above you. You could push it up through the webs.
If I push it up through the webs, will it still be considered adjacent to me?
No.
Okay. Then I will shove it up.
All right. So that was your bonus action. Yeah.
Yes. I will. Now, if I were to go and grab the notebook, would I be considered adjacent to him at any point between where I am now and the notebook? And
Nope. So you have shoved it straight up.
okay. So it was kind
Out of-
it was kind of already above
It was
me a
like
little bit.
hanging. Yes, its head was even with your head.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
so it's
that
like,
way.
It's like 10 feet up now. Awesome.
So it is. Yes, you have shoved it well out of melee range.
All right. So I assume the chain shirt is still on a thing, and that would take actions to remove.
Yes.
All right. So
It's still on the desiccated corpse.
All right. So I will start heading towards Amnael, and I will pick up the book on the way.
All right. That's reaction to do that.
All right. Am I going through any difficult terrain between here and there?
Yes. So to move through the webbing, so move that out of the way. This and this square will be difficult terrain.
All right.
So
And I
that
can't.
is-
I have to be in the square to pick up the book. I can't be in the square next to it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that'll be 20 feet, and then another 10 feet. And at that point, I will turn around and look at this thing, and I will pull out a tiny clay spider and look at it, and I will cast Desiel's Adroit Arachnid.
Very good. DC 15 strength save. Oof, saves, unfortunately.
Half damage.
Half on a successful.
I will. Hold on. It's a new turn now, so I have my reaction. I will cast Silvery Barbs on it.
Yeah. Okay. Momentary uncertainty. Okay, so he's gonna have to re-roll that. Who are you giving the advantage to?
Myself at the moment, because I seem to be next to a really bad thing.
All right. Well, succeeds actually the same roll,
Okay.
unfortunately, but you have given yourself advantage, so it is able to stay out of the way of the adroit arachnid.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
All right, now it is the spider's turn. Spider's turns. The first of which is going to spit at Amnael. And which does not hit. That's an 11. I assume does not hit.
Yep.
All right. The spider shoots its webbing at you. You kind of step out of the way, and then it skitters along the walls to here. This one down here is going to attack Pep. The one that he has now swapped in front of is going to make a bite. There's a 14 to hit.
Nope.
All right. This one up here is going to move into that space. And this one will move here. And the one between... this one is also going to attack Pep. Now... Ooh, a 21 to hit.
Yes.
All right, yep, so that one bites at you. You take 3 points of piercing damage and make me a Constitution save.
Con save.
Con save.
15.
15? Yeah, you're fine. The other is going to attack Tempest from the wall. And that is a 15 to hit.
No, because Mike gave me extra AC. So I roll out of the way.
Well, you can't do that. That is one of the actions.
Confused by my existence right now. Am I like freestanding parcel, or am I splattered to the floor still? Like
Yeah, so you're still staying. Like it doesn't. You don't have like a weighted net dropped on you.
Okay.
The webs are kind of around your legs, securing you to the floor, and then like gobbing your arms up to your sides.
All right. I do my best to wriggle out of the way.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
not very graceful.
That was an extremely unproductive round. Oh, I guess I have to roll. 2d6. Okay, so you are gonna get that back. You will not. Okay. Lyra, it's your turn. You've got a spider right in front of you now.
I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. Okay, let's say hypothetically I wanted to do, let me read carefully. Is Tempest within reach for me to carry her if she's willing?
She's within 5 feet of you, yes.
Okay, so understep is 10 feet of where I am, so I could hit these 3 spiders.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So, Tempest, if you're willing, I'm just gonna grab you and be like, ready, here we go!
Does that
I mean, I'm
automatically
willing, but
break
as
the
we go,
web?
I hate this is the thing now.
And let me figure out where to teleport to. Within range 300 feet. There's like a safe spot.
That you can see though, so that limits you a bit.
I see the top of these rocks.
There is a top to them, yeah. Now, you said Thunderstep, right?
Yeah. Would I hit Pep? I don't. I did the thing.
He is within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, so it would hit me, but don't worry, I can take it easy.
It's a lot of damage. Never. I'm not gonna do that. I thought I couldn't.
just-
I wouldn't hit Pep.
It's fine, it's fine. I can take it. 100% I can take it.
Yeah, but then you might have
Like, this is a
trouble
trick
surviving the
question.
fireball I'm about to throw that way.
I can take both of
nicely
those.
They are nicely clumped there.
Honestly,
I know,
I
that's so
100% expected Tempest to just be like, "This sucks," on herself.
Okay,
getting
that way
that.
plan B. Let me just do, because these guys are within 5 feet of each other, so let me just do a green flame blade, and then hopefully I can just hit both of you. So let me just do that, and that will be my plan B. So
Tempest thuds back on the ground.
so that is a success.
20 hits, yeah.
What's the damage? And then
8.
damage. And I would have hit them both, so they take 5
Okay,
damage.
the first one here dies. So you
Cool.
Oh.
looking at it.
He also
That was
died.
funny.
Wait, we.
No, am I
He's
good?
back, he's back, he's back.
Am I good? I'm good. It just hiccuped. That's fine. Yeah, so you strike it with your sword. The flames encompass its head, and it falls to the ground. The flame then hops off of the first spider to the second, and takes 5 points of fire damage.
On my turn.
All right, and now it is Pep's turn.
Okay, if Tempest is willing, I'm gonna grab Tempest again and switch spots with her.
So does he have to break her out of the web to do that, or does she move
No,
and she's just wrapped in web?
she is stuck in webs. And moved. It is a little strange that the way that is worded, but yes, by the way that's worded, yep.
So you get +8 on your AC.
Oh,
Tempest.
jeez. Now that does not stack. Just
No, it
so
does
we're
not stack.
clear.
The other one is gone at the start
Yes,
of
you have. Oh, gotcha.
the turn. And it would get an opportunity attack on me, the creature below me. If
I
switch
have a
spots.
20 AC right now.
Yeah, which means that the two casters have a 19 and a 20 AC. Well, actually, John doesn't have a 20 anymore because Shield's gone, but still.
No, he does until his next turn, right?
But it already.
I had my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it was his
Yeah.
That's against that.
So much so that he used his reaction this
Oh, that
turn
was-
to summon the Garbs.
Yeah, that was 2 turns ago. What am I thinking?
No, it was last turn. It was just not on my turn. It was last spider's turn.
Right, but you used the shield
Yes.
back around ago.
So would this creature get an attack of opportunity on me? Because I know it doesn't for Tempest because I'm moving her, but I'm moving.
This one at the bottom?
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right.
Oh, I dropped it. Unless it says something about that.
No, it doesn't say.
I think that
anything
was
about
just for the creature being moved, or for neither of them maybe. Now I had this pulled up, and now
Let me check.
wait and switch.
So this movement does not provoke attack of opportunities. Actually. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Yep.
we're fine.
That's what I
didn't know
thought.
that.
So. Yep, so no
and then I'm
attack.
just gonna start stomping bugs, stepping on them if I can. Well, they're giant spiders, right? I imagine.
Yeah, they're rather large.
But
But
I'll just
you
start
could-
trying to like kick them. Yeah. I'll
All
kick
right.
the one next to me over here, and then
All right, go for it.
yeah. 18,
18 hits.
12 bludgeoning.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm clapping in my mind.
You get a nice squelch.
Perfect. Is that one still up? Then I'll kick
It's
it again. if it is.
it's still up. Okay. Definitely hits.
7 bludgeoning.
Yeah, it's dead that time.
And that'll
So
be
you-
my turn.
You stomp it. See, it's still moving. And you just keep stomping until its legs stop twitching.
I'll like wipe my shoe on the ground. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be my turn.
All right, it's the cave fisher's turn. Here's to anything it touches. So let me check this very quickly. Okay. So Diziel, as you are moving away, you hear as it shoots out another strand of web-like fluid. Make another grapple check.
Is this considered an ability check?
It is.
Get advantage on the next. Okay, so I guess I'll do advantage just in case.
Oh, no, I am sorry. That is my fault. That was the wrong, or no, actually, sorry, excuse me, you're fine. I thought I was looking at the wrong thing, and then I was looking at the wrong thing. Ignore what I just said.
So I didn't have to make a grapple?
No, you did. The grapple was correct.
Okay. Is this considered an ability check?
Yes.
Okay. So I should roll again because it says the
don't
next
think-
one. I don't think I get to choose.
It on the next, yeah, on the next
Next
ability check.
Yeah, it says on the
Ability check,
next
save.
attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. It makes within a minute.
Yep, still fine. So you duck out of the way, and the filament flicks past you. Oh, wait, hold on a second. How close is... Uh-oh. I'm gonna need Amnael to make me the same.
Yes.
Grapple check as the filament continues along.
Yeah. Since it's a grapple, like can choose athletics, right?
Yes,
You can choose what?
Better. It is better.
you can choose athletics instead of acrobatics.
Because my athletics is better than my acrobatics. Still garbage though.
Yeah, athletics
well-
always works for grapples. Acrobatics is only as a defender.
Yeah.
So this as you're still turned towards the spiders, and that are attacking your friends, you feel this web just stick to your side, and then how far can it pull it? All the way? And then you feel this filament hit you, and then it just go taut and yank you backwards past Desiel
45 feet.
all the way to here.
Honestly, I'm not complaining because I was like, God damn, it's gonna take me like 3 turns to get there. So that solves that. Because I was going through 2 patches of difficult terrain.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this. outcome.
Yeah, so Desiel, you duck out of the way of this web, and then turn as Amnael comes hurtling towards you, attached to this rope of webbing, and is pulled towards it, and then a single claw swipes at him. That is a 15 to hit. I don't think so.
My armor class is 17.
Gotcha. Okay. So you are currently considered grappled, for the record.
Grappled or restrained?
Grappled.
Cool.
As this sticky web-like filament is stuck to you. And it is Tempest's turn.
Okay, so are all 3 of these guys still alive? No, Pep killed one?
No, yeah, sorry, this one, that one's gone.
Okay. Which of these 2 was the one that attacked me? The one that was in front of me?
The one that attacked you was this one.
Alright, I'm going for him. I don't care if there's one right beside me. I'm coming for him. Guiding bolt again, I think. Actually, you know what? Mind Sliver. I'm just gonna think really hateful thoughts at him. Intelligence saving throw.
Oh, spiders, famed for their intelligence.
Eddie would tend to disagree.
He would tend to agree
Yeah, he's totally being
with that statement as stated. It fails. So it
Wonderful.
takes
2d6.
2d6.
8 damage.
8 points of psychic damage. You just see it like recoil away from you in shock.
Gonna hiss at it again, and then I'm gonna start trying to work out like if I can get one of my knives into a position to like on my next turn.
All right, that's your full turn. Amnael.
So I am in melee with it, or is it still like up from when Desiel?
It has moved down into melee
Okay.
as it yanks you in.
Alrighty.
It's above you, but within 5 feet of you.
Got you. Yeah, I'm just gonna flash at it. Sorry, I'm just reading up one spell effect really quickly. My apologies. Just want to measure something. Yeah, hell no. I'm gonna bless. Yeah, as in. Oh no, I can't do that. Sorry. Okay, no, I'm just gonna attack it. I'm just gonna take a swipe at it with my sword. Actually,
Alright.
you know what? Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with my sword. Yay! Let's see. 22.
That hits.
11 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Yeah. And since I didn't do a spell like I originally was going to do, and this thing is really creepy, with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, which is a 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that's 6 points of force damage. So after I take the first slash, my holy symbol starts to flare up and it kind of floats on the hilt of the sword. And it begins forming another sword, but it has a darker purple tinge to it, and it just extends into this large polearm as another figure of my old glaive that now Lyra has comes around, swirls, and slashes across this thing.
Okay. Back up to the top of the round. Desiel, it's you.
I will attempt to. I will use an action to have my adroit arachnid attempt to hit it again.
Okay, so that's another strength save.
So, if it's restrained, I assume that somehow helps my ally attack it.
Yes, restrained gives advantage on attack rolls against. Yep.
Okay, so then yes. So.
And it has disadvantage against.
Yeah, so it needs a DC 15 or it takes 10. I don't know why it rolls damage twice.
Strength save. That succeeds again.
Well, then it takes 5.
Takes 5.
Yeah, and I guess it took half previously. I'm sure you got that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. That's no fun. I will. What's going on with Lyra over there? Like, is she attempting to move away, or is she fighting those spiders?
As far as you can tell, she has been attacking spiders. You saw her kill one of them, and then the flame kind of leap away out of sight.
All right. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Then that'll be it. I'll save my bonus action. Yeah, I guess I'll move this way. There we go.
Okay. And we're back to, speaking of Lyra, we're back to her.
I look over to this scorpion thing. How does it look? Does it look puffed up or?
It is starting to look rather. While it has avoided the grasp of Desiel's stone spider, it has been kind of battered in the face a couple times. So you see kind of cracks along its chitin. You see like several wounds along it where Mnael has opened it up. It's still looking strong, but pretty battered.
Okay, I believe in Pep and Tempest, so I'm gonna move over here.
Are you?
Am I?
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That was 25 feet.
Difficult
that she
terrain
just
for
moved.
here.
Oh, difficult terrain, sorry.
Yep.
So... Can I see it from here?
Yes, you can. You have line of sight to it.
Okay. Um... Never mind. You got this, Amniel.
You like run back? You run over there, take a
No,
look,
I
and run
don't
away?
think. I don't think so, Lyra. Because you can't see it from your current position. You're gonna have to move here.
Oh, okay.
Because you would have no way of knowing that Amnail's got it.
Sure. Okay, fine. I'll just check these ranges.
Technically, you
90
could
feet.
you could make it to that square there if you went left.
That's what I thought, right?
Yeah, because you'd only have one square of webbing to go through, and then you'd be in the clear the rest of the way. So that would be
That's where I
20.
moved earlier.
Yeah, that would
Yes, actually, yeah, you can get there. My
Okay,
bad.
so I can. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna cast X on this thing. Is that a bonus action?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast. This first one, does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Cool. The second one.
Oh. Does not hit.
Oh, cool. So
The second actually knocks part of, breaks apart part of Desiel's reaching stone spider, blasts off one of its legs.
3. Oh, and
All right, down to Pep over on the other side.
Does this one still have the guiding bolt advantage on it? This one.
Ooh,
I mean, no one's used it.
But it only lasts one turn.
Before the end of your next turn, yeah.
yeah, so that would not still be there now.
All right, well, I'll punch it twice, or stomp on it twice.
Okay. Well, it's up on a wall.
Oh, okay, then I will definitely punch it.
You could kick it, or you could punch it like a speed bag.
Yeah, speed bag it is. It's an 18
18
hit,
hits.
and I'll pump a trip attack into this.
Okay.
10.
10. All right, it's still up.
And it has to make me a strength save, I think.
Okay. That is an 11. I don't believe saves.
Yes, so it falls prone.
Okay, yeah, so you just uppercut, knock it out of the web, and it just falls in front of you, dangling its legs up in the air.
I look at it beside me and laugh. As I do basically the same thing. So, yeah.
Then I will... You know what, why not? I will action surge and step on it again.
Okay.
Oh wait, I didn't
Yeah.
even have to action surge because that's my second attack. Yeah, oops.
Correct, yep. Yep, that kills it.
Alright. And then I'll head on over and stomp on this one with my action surge.
With action surge, okay. That hits.
And I will
Oh.
pump a trip attack into this as well.
Okay. You do not have a crit. No, you do, because it's because it's 2 attacks. That's right. Action surge.
Wow.
Okay. Hold on. Do some math here.
33 damage.
Yeah, I mean it's dead. That'll do it.
I'm just stepping on spiders.
Yes,
and
you
then
just
I bite.
stomp, 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 stomp.
Spiders.
Have this cheering on the ground. Garbett.
And then I'm gonna turn and look at Tempest all spidered up, and that's my turn.
Okay. It's now the spider creature's turn. He's going to attack Amnail twice with its claws. First is a 20 to hit.
No, of
No.
course it does.
That does hit, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm never sure. There's
Fire class
5 points of slashing damage. It literally rolled minimum damage. That's fun. What's slightly more fun is that the next attack is a natural 20. And that does 21 points of slashing damage in total.
What? Oh!
It rolled a lot higher. I told you it rolled minimum
That's
damage on the first
So
one.
it's like each one did 13. Does that make you feel better?
You know what would be really fun if we were level 6 right now and I could cancel that crit on myself. That would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sure would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If wishes and bucks were cups of nuts.
You're still up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first attack snatches at your leg, and it grabs you, and you kind of turn your body and miss the second, clamping down at your neck and just crunching. You feel your collarbone bend and kind of start to bruise. And it's your turn, Tempest. There are no spiders around you.
Alright. I feel like over all this time I've managed to possibly wiggle one of my daggers out. I did have one in my sleeve. Can I try and cut myself out?
Yeah, you can make an attack.
An attack against the web. Okay.
An attack against the web, yeah.
This seems like the most useless reason a magical dagger has ever been used. 20 against the
That's
web?
That is gonna cut it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Burst out of the web and offer Pepper fist pump because I was very.
Oh, hold on. Roll damage. Roll damage.
Might be fist bumping through the web. Like, yeah.
Oh, just enough. Yeah, so you cut it enough that you're able to kick free. It has 5
I'd still
HP,
been
the webs.
stuck, I would have been. Okay. Now I fist bumped Pep. I'm assuming that was my action.
Yep, that's an action.
Do I hear sounds coming from beyond these rocks of like my friends are probably not having a great time?
I mean, you've seen that that's where everyone's going, and presumably there's something over there. You heard you last heard a soft crunch followed by a much louder crunch, and Amnail kind of crying out.
Crunching. Okay, crunching and crying, not good. I'm gonna. If I make a running start, can I try and jump over majority of the difficult terrain? I think I can only make it 9 feet because that's my strength score, so I can almost get through it. I think that's the rule.
So it is going across kind of most of the way up the rock. You wouldn't be able to get over it.
All right. I'm just gonna. So difficult terrain. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What do I see from here? Not much, I imagine.
Yeah, you can see Lyra.
I can see Lyra. Hey, Lyra! Are we good? Are we done? I heard crunching.
We're not good. Definitely not good.
Oh, man. More spiders, isn't it?
Worse.
That's my turn. I'm just gonna keep crying over spiders.
All right. We are to Amnail.
As I cough blood, I'm going to take my sword again and just stab it in the ground. And as I stab it in the ground, I grasp the holy symbol, and it makes another like breaking sound, like a cracking sound, as I cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. So that is a wisdom save?
Wisdom 16.
How does this thing have actually decent wisdom? Nope, that fails. Go ahead and roll it.
I'm gonna roll directly on roll 20 because it has taken damage, so it's 2d12, not 2d8. So that's 13 points of damage, necrotic damage.
Okay.
And so as I just put my sword on the floor, punch my holy symbol, I extend the hand, and the spiritual glaive that was like aloft in the air just kind of comes to my grasp. It's good to be back. I'm just gonna try to stab at it as my spiritual weapon attack,
Mm-hmm.
which is 17.
17 hits. Oof.
13.
It's looking extremely poorly. Do you see these kind of black veins spread from its claw down into its body as it kind of writhes against the pain? Then you just take this glaive and you ram it up underneath and crack the carapace, and send it kind of scuttling up a little bit. Did not like that much at all.
Kill it!
On that command, Naziel.
I will focus and attempt again to grab it with my stony friend, DC 15.
Third time's the charm.
Maybe. Fourth, actually, because I used silvery barbs once.
And that fails.
Alright.
How much damage?
7, I believe.
7?
I don't know why it rolls twice.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's the
7.
damage it takes on its turn. So you deal Savage when you cast it, and then on its turn it gets saved, regardless of if it actually if it it takes half of 5.
Right. As an action, you can cause the hand to crush. Yeah. What does it
Still
look like?
weird how they would have 2 come out when you just need 1. Anyway.
Yeah, that
I don't
is strange.
I don't understand.
What does it look like as your adroit arachnid kills this thing?
It reaches forward with its 4 front appendages, and as it wraps around one of them that was hit by an eldritch blast, like half of it tumbles to the ground and rolls away, and the other 3 just bring it in and crush it underneath, and then it just drops its weight down on top of it, crushing it.
Yeah. All right. Everything is dead that needs to be dead. You guys are out of initiative.
Lyra, get over here. I'm just gonna end you myself. I can't do any more spiders.
Yeah, okay. You want to do this?
Alright, I'm gonna try and wipe the webs off one of my daggers and say, any objections?
Eddie, trust you.
Yes. Myself in front of Lyra.
You had an objection, now. Fine. Oh, no, I know what your objection must be. Hold on, we decided we were gonna slap her to death. I'll put my dagger back away and just like... I'm gonna take like a real good swing.
I'm gonna put my shield in front.
And now I can do literally no damage. Just let me have this.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Crit.
Yeah, double that 0. Making an armed strike.
Oh yeah, 11.
Nice try, Tempest. The
Now, you
effort,
can
I really felt.
You can let it hit you, Lyra,
Oh,
if
okay,
you'd like.
yeah. See.
All right, so pop up
It
that
looks
damage.
dramatic. It doesn't achieve anything.
Are you intervening in this? Or did Amnail already go walk over there, I guess?
I would, first of all, if I saw them trying to do anything, I would have gone in between the two of them. After I heard the "let me just have this," I was going to be fine, and I was going to go towards the body actually,
Okay.
which, if I recall correctly, is left.
It is right where Desiel is standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go there.
Use
and-
my arachnid to lift it up and kind of. I'll search it. I will investigate the body.
All right.
I just
Do
keep flapping water.
go ahead and do so. You see the body looks like it has been drained by a spider. It is emaciated, desiccated. Everything on it, apart from gleaming chain shirt, is kind of eaten away or destroyed. You do find a ration pouch, as well as a small coin purse that contains 1 gold and 7 silver. The rations appear to not be edible.
Is the face or are the garments that this body is wearing familiar at all? Like, do they look like they might be like a pupil of the professors?
So what Desiel can see is that the remnants of the garments look very plain. Like there is cotton cloth, a little bit of wool, like the remnants of kind of a leather coat. Similar, you would say, to the to more of a kind of travel or adventuring gear than any kind of academic wear.
But not the kind of stuff that the professor's students were wearing.
Correct.
If Amnail's taking a look at it, I'll have the spider kind of hold it up for him to look at it. Did you want to talk to it or look at it or whatever before I remove this shirt it's wearing?
Not necessarily. Is this rock on the floor or is it dirt?
It is stone.
Okay. No, I just think we should prepare the body. Also, just go of dispatchment. Shouldn't take me too long.
What was that?
I'll just give it a ritual of dispatchment, or see if the soul may be able to relieve some of its pain. Yeah. So I'm just going to sit down, like as I'm standing, without even like sitting down. I'm just gonna fall on my butt, but cross my legs as I do it, and go into kind of a meditative state for a few seconds. Well, actually,
As he does, I'll, between my own hands and my little arachnid helper, attempt to basically kind of like hold the chain shirt and slide it off of him and let him just collapse down in front of Amnail.
So you slip off this garment or this piece of armor that appears almost unnaturally so, free of any kind of tarnish or rusting from that seem to afflict the rest of the body, and would be natural for being stuck with spider venom. You notice the links of the chain are very small and fine, all up and down. And there is a small sapphire set kind of at the towards the top of the chest.
Are there any necklaces or anything once we get the chain shirt off? Anything identifying? No. Okay. I'll step back and respect Mnail doing his thing. To my knowledge, does this ritual that you're doing, does it take a few minutes?
Not too terribly long.
Then for now, I'll just stuff the chain shirt in the pouch. In the bag.
While I see you doing that, I'll just look over and I'll say, if you have to look at anything, we might have a few seconds. I kind of twist my neck. That rung my bell pretty good.
I'll try and look and listen to see if there's any, if it sounds quiet, if we're safe.
Okay. Make a perception check. You hear more, a little bit more skittering coming from this area over here, like back through into the tunnels. But all you can hear in the cavern is the soft running, or the soft flowing of water.
All right.
Quick question. We came through here, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So these and this are all three possible exits from the chamber we're now on.
And through the water,
cavern.
all the way at the bottom.
Yep.
Is this a wall here?
This, yeah, that's a wall.
Okay.
There's 4 ways out of this.
I mean, if you guys want me to go check out the water, I can, because I can just not breathe.
So.
Oh, you should do it.
Well, I'm now.
I mean, I've come to the conclusion you're not going to die if I keep slapping you. We could be here forever.
Cheeks kind of hurt, so maybe we should.
Alright. Any objections? Oh, okay. I'm gonna take a running dive. Wait, no, hold on. That seems like a bad idea. I'm gonna test the water and see if it's, like, glowing green for any weird reason.
Okay, so you step up to it. You see that it's rather shallow, maybe only a foot or two deep around here. All of the rocks at the bottom are coated with some kind of algae that is glowing brightly.
While Mnail is sitting down doing his ritual, I'll sit cross-legged behind him, like back to back, and I'll check out. I'll flip through the journal real quick before I pull the chain shirt back out to identify it.
All right, lovely. I will send you vital information. Oh, it's going to ruin the formatting.
Just a thing, DM, just for clarification purposes, I am ritual casting Gentle Repose on this body.
Gotcha. Oh, it's not going to let me send the whole thing. Hold on. That should be fine. That should be fine.
All right.
I want to scrape at some of this glowing algae and see if I can, like, if I take it off the wall, does it keep glowing?
Yeah. Like each little bit you scrape off doesn't glow very much, but as you kind of scrape off more, it kind of collects up and you see the glow.
Alright, I'm gonna grab a bunch of that and just put it in my bag.
Okay, that's gonna take you a little bit to kind of get up a reasonable amount, but you can do that, sure.
And then I'm gonna wait around in here and see if there's anything interesting. I'll dip my head in and kind of just like scoot along with my eyes in the water.
Okay, make a perception check.
average 11.
As you duck in, look around, and the green is kind of disorienting underwater. 'Cause it's like coming from everywhere. All you can really see as your eyes kind of adjust a little bit are some tadpoles. Small gray tadpoles swirling around in the water.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go play with the tadpoles.
Gray.
Where is Tempest right now?
It would be here, would that be correct? At this kind of opening in the water?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm in the water at this point. I said, maybe. Oh, can I collect the things from here?
Yeah, you can like scoop up a rock.
All right, I'll just say I like at the beginning. I won't go I wouldn't go too far. Like I wouldn't go
So
somewhere
you
I
are
couldn't see one of my friends.
you are entering the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
She enters the water. I kind of just want to like dip my toes in.
Okay.
I would like to discern if the water is drinkable.
Make a survival check.
Perfect. I'm really good at this.
Refreshing.
Three
It
idiots.
has healing
In-
properties.
Most of your experience with drinking has not been water.
True, true.
This has not been something you've thought about much at all, and much less have ever learned to discern drinkable water. You would have no way of knowing. It's liquid.
I'm really parched right now. I look at my water skin. I'll fill it up for now if I come across better water.
Okay. Scoop that up. No problem.
Perfect.
Yep, that's Amnail. You finish casting your spell. Duration, sorry.
It's mostly like a ritualistic thing, because
Yeah.
honestly, to be fair, I don't trust that this thing isn't gonna get raised. So that's also partly why I did it.
Yeah. So you see like a purple form, skeletal form, kind of superimpose over top of it. Fade.
Yeah, I will try to do my best to put it in a try to arrange the body in a peaceful manner so that it doesn't look like all shriveled up, like with a tortured face. Close its eyelids, rest its mouth. Basically, what a mortician would do to like prepare a body for a funeral.
So it's really nice to know. Are we gonna keep exploring more tunnels and caves?
I mean, how long are we gonna go for? Like, I imagine if they
Is it-
call it a bean, there's eventually an end point. But like, this whole slavery like spans the whole continent, doesn't it? Or country or whatever. Like, it goes really far. So like, we probably shouldn't be here for like ever. Probably set like an end goal.
Yeah, like, cause I don't know how to tell time down here, one, so I can't really base it on that. But maybe we can be like, we will explore this many tunnels or this many caves, and that's it. But like, I don't know what you guys want to do.
The problem is, every time we see a new one, I want to be like, oh my god, what's down there? You know?
I believe I may have a few answers for you. You hear from the other side of the rock.
Oh.
Hey guys, you think you can drink this water?
I found
Oh. That means it's safe, right? Because there's living things in it.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
They're very like happy looking tadpoles.
I'm sure it's fine. Just don't bleed in it.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way over too.
So, do you have deal?
You see him reading through an old journal. Well, if you want to know what's in the water, it's a bunch of kuatoa. And if you bleed in the water, they or their god may come for us.
A god. Do you think they know the Raven Queen?
Do you know a god the way like the Bear Queen is a god? Like, or like the Bullywugs worship something. I don't think it's like a god. It's just something that they worships.
What does the blood do exactly?
Uh, they can smell it. No. There are. I assume it's some kind of powerful creature that they worship. That's just a creature that can smell blood in the water. Would be my guess.
I'm injured.
I put my feet in that water, and I think I got bit by a spider earlier.
Well, did you
Ooh,
take?
yeah.
Did you take
water.
your? Did you?
There's plenty of little red swirls.
Did you take your feet out of the boots, or did you just step in with the boots?
I took my feet out of the boots, and I put my little toes in the water, and now that water is red. So maybe we should go before like weird god hole comes out.
It's probably just some animal, like a alligator or something like that.
Or crazy, it's that weird thing that slapped Pep and I.
Whoa.
Possible, also. Yeah.
We're just
That
gonna
one.
stick around and see what
Well,
comes
that
out
thing
of the
can't
water.
fit here.
Absolutely not. And I really, really would like to leave. So, which way are we going?
Well, apparently, so it seems that this person here was with the group that we found in the trashy room with the grubs that eat everything, the carrion crawlers, peoples. Because this guy talks about the javelins, and so apparently they came through the maze, and it's just spiders and spiders and bigger spiders and more spiders. It's like all they found in the entire maze. They found books they don't understand. They found Goatoa down the water. There's some mention here about a crack. Apparently one of them found a crack in the wall that leads down into some proper chambers. DM, does that ring a bell at all? Does that fit anything that we've seen?
No, that doesn't seem to apply
Okay.
to that. And if you read, that was back at the beginning of their travels.
Gotcha.
It was some time that they were walking through.
Yeah.
After that.
There's no indication as to where that entrance was relative to everywhere they've been.
You know that it was. Let's see, what did it say exactly?
Like, where did they go? Looking through the journal. Oh, we made it inside. What was the first thing they went through? Like water or maze or random?
They entered through a cave. So like they found somewhere in a river where they could get down into a smaller cave that then kind of opened out into later on.
So likely neither of the two entrances that we have found. Obviously not
Correct.
the school, but not the way we came in either.
Yes.
So apparently there is another way out somewhere. Maybe
Do you think it might be magically hidden?
it could be.
could try to search for it. If it is magically hidden, I might be able to
I mean, they found it. They said this guy found the entrance. I mean, so they came down here through an entrance somewhere with like a river and a cave. So they got here not through the school, not through the library that we saw, not through the basement that we came through, the cellar. So they came through
the ones we saw at the carrion crawler were the ones. Those were the last ones.
They were part of this group. Yeah, one of them left. Civil. Yeah, Civil left. I don't know what happened to her, but the others. And we found how many with the carrion crawlers? 2? 3.
Was
how many
3.
people? We found
3.
3. Eric, Jerry's. Oh, Tyron. Okay. Yeah, so one of them left. No idea where she went. There were 3 others. There were 4 others with this individual, and one of them she left. She got sick of it. She left with all these spiders and everything else. She's like, "Screw this! I'm leaving." I guess the other 3. I guess this guy died, and the other 3 continue. So considering he died here, and they continued on, and they were obviously in the other, where we already passed. I mean, it's possible that somewhere through the rivers we can find another way out. Or we could just go back out the way we came in. But the maze is just spiders and more spiders.
Well,
Sounds like.
well, I was just thinking, an entrance into this place, another entrance into this place, that's pretty valuable, right?
I mean, yeah, it could be.
Are we prepared to fight more spiders? I'm okay with dying. We've already established that. I kind of need to die unless we do the ritual. But, like, is everybody else okay? I mean, are we all... Like, one of us has to live to revive the others, so...
Yeah, apparently lots of spiders if we keep going in the caves, in the mazes. So
Can we afford to revive everyone? How many of those sad-looking diamonds do you have up now?
1.
So...
Tempest,
go and...
when you were all wrapped up, were you numb, or like you could not move your legs and your hands were numb and things like that, or?
I mean, I started getting pins and needles from everyone dropping me at weird angles, but I wasn't, like, numbed by some sort of venom or anything.
Apparently it gets much worse. Like, you get all trapped where you cannot move, which I guess you experience, and eventually you start getting numb and kind of delirious.
I mean, it could have been, like, an eventual thing. The spider did bite me, but, like, I've always been very good at just, like, something bites me and something's meant to happen. It doesn't happen.
Anyway, well, these guys, they spend like a week just in the maze. So
A week?
it's a maze.
Oh, hell no.
We don't have enough food.
Yeah, this
I
was a
don't wanna
problem.
eat
I mean,
guys.
this was a problem for them too. They were running out of food.
That is
And
not
torches.
a problem for... But
We could make
still,
the
I
food
would-
and the light, but yeah, they were like a week just in the maze.
I can make food that I think will probably... In one day, I can probably make us about a week's worth of food, but still...
So I say we either go back the way that we know out, or we go through the river. But there's like Coatoas and something they worships that way. Maybe we go the way that is not a maze. or we just go back the way we know. We could always come back. Like we don't have to tell anybody about the secret entrance. We could always go look for it ourselves after we get out of here. Or we could come back down here, prepare, and go looking for it.
With more diamonds.
Just.
And
I-
maybe
so we can
track
all
it,
die.
bringing people back to life, because actually we haven't
Mhm.
confirmed that we can do that.
Yes.
Lara, quick question. I see that you sometimes do that thing where you envelop people in shadows, and when you hit them, it kind of seeps into their wounds. You do that sometimes, right? Like you did with the scorpion weird thing.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do that a bunch of times?
You know, there's two methods I've learned. There's one where it's like one dies, I can like target another one, and it's really cool. Or there's one where like I just target one, and if they die under good circumstances for me, like I'd kill them in a really cool way. I just, I feel much better about myself.
Okay. So you couldn't, for example, do that 4 times.
I mean, if one of them dies, I could put it to
4
another
different
one.
times. 4
No.
individual times. Yes. So just as a quick thought, because I really don't think one of us is stronger than the others. Well, I mean, physically, Pep is much stronger than us, but that's besides the point.
Thanks, Amneal.
I really can't. Like, I can't bring that many of us. And it is extremely physically taxing, both on the dead and on me.
I understand what you're I
And-
can die, so we should go.
Yeah, and like if we were to kill you, we could totally do it in like a safe spot, right? Not in this. I don't know what a kui-toi is, but
I've been kind of thinking about it. When you guys kill me, I kind of don't want to know what's coming, because I feel like if I know you're about to kill me, I might freak out. Because, like, to be honest, I've never, like, actually, like, every time something attacks me, I kind of defend myself, like,
So do it
Escape,
like
so
hiccups,
maybe you guys
like
should,
walk
like-
behind you and then like just stab you at the base
yeah,
of
like
the
if I
skull.
don't see it coming, exactly. That might be much better. I'm thinking about this a lot. Do it
we've been
randomly.
thinking about dying a lot.
What is it? That's called.
That's
do.
fair.
So,
Well, I'm of the opinion perhaps we should go back the way we came.
I agree with Pep.
Safety's sake.
Yeah, I think.
I third this position. Although there is one problem.
Yes. Did you need to heal yourself, by the way? Do you seem a little?
Why? Because I'm bleeding from my nostrils? I'm fine. No, it's, so I was under the impression, given our discussion last night, that we would therefore,
Can't hear you. Get closer to your
Well,
mic.
you're
sorry,
You're-
which is actually quite appropriate.
I was under the impression.
That we were going to stay longer down here, so I cannot make the quiet bubble that I did near the mirror, which was one of our pieces of the plan for our exit, if you will.
Well, I think we could get out. Should be okay.
Mhm.
I mean, eventually they're going to find out that we were down here because we killed the thing and we burned the office and.
Yeah, but still, my point was literally the part about leaving. I can make myself more stealthy. If we do need to be being conspicuous, I would just need to borrow your book again, like I did on Ren's party. But yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So, do you want to, heal yourself a little bit? I look around, Drew, as I say that. You said there were a couple of other smaller pods of
Hmm.
web wrapping, some description.
Correct.
I would like to go ahead and shoot firebolts at those to see if I uncover anything.
All right. Several rat skeletons, massive rats, one of another spider, um, not a skeleton, obviously. They don't have those. But a body of another spider. No more humanoids.
Yeah, I mean, we should go ahead and go. Make sure that you are feeling okay in case when we do leave, we are found. But I think we'll be okay leaving.
Yeah, we can take a breather if you need, Amnio.
And if we get caught, we can just say we drowned. Sorry, we were lost.
I'm fine. Yeah, sure. No, I think it's fine. I just don't want to be the reason that all of us get found out because I'm clumsy.
Okay, but if we do get found out, you can survive an attack or two.
I'll manage.
Okay.
DM, quick question. How long did we walk before we stumbled on this cavern?
Mate, from
From the
maybe
hole.
from the hole, about half an hour.
Okay. So, Desiel, while we're on the way, I will ask you to lend me your spell book if you would be so kind. Well, just for a few seconds.
Okay. Like my spellbook or any spellbook?
Yeah. It can be any spell book if you have another
Yeah.
spare.
I mean, I've got the old hags, the cultist spellbook. But I've been drawing the
No,
diagrams in the back of it. But if it's just any spellbook,
that's fair. Yeah,
keep it as long as
yeah,
you want.
it can be this one. I'll, I won't do what I'm gonna do right now. That would be a bad idea. I'm gonna wait to cast my thing later on.
Jim. All right, so you guys are heading out back the way you came.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Very well. So you go back through the tunnels, um, back out the creepy hallway. Um, eventually, um, are you heading for the exit, the way you came in?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right, so we're back into that room. Um, and the rope that you guys had tied off still um, dangles down into the room. So you guys can climb right on up if that's what you're doing.
Are we ready?
As we get to the bottom of the rope, I am going to grab the book and hold it like I was first holding it open, and it's going to start floating, and it's just going to cover me in a slight veil, like almost like if the light from my halo dims and my general presence becomes a little cloudier as I gain proficiency in the stealth skill for the next hour.
Ooh.
Nice.
Still disadvantage though.
All right. You guys one
But
by one climb up back into the small stone cellar of the of Andreas Parlin's house. You had left previously. You had left a stone in the door, right?
so it wouldn't lock.
Um.
That's right, because you didn't prop it open.
We left a stone against this side of the door, like to keep it
Right.
closed.
Okay.
I think is what we did. Because we didn't latch it, so we just put a stone against it to keep it from swinging back
Right.
open.
That's right, because you messed around with the locking mechanism.
Yes. Instead of using the key.
Hey, do I still have? I do
And
still
I'll
have it
hand
up.
just so I'll hand the book back
Okay.
to Desiel.
Okay. The previously locked door remains unlocked from Desiel's tinkering. What are you guys gonna do?
Lyra, did you want to move your stone, and I can have Eddie go sneak around and see if.
I mean, it's not my stone, but I can do. I'll.
Okay. Yeah, you can slide that out of the way.
All right, I will ask Eddie. Okay, my friend, just need you to go out from here and around to see if the way is clear. And I will lean
All
back
right.
against the wall and send him that way.
All right. So he climbs up out of the stairwell. The first thing you notice, the first thing that you hear is raised voices coming from the room next to this storage room you find yourself in, where you had heard the violin playing when you came in. You now hear two raised voices arguing kind of indistinctly right now.
I will kind of divert him over towards to get a better listen.
All right. And who's gonna tell him, huh? Who's gonna tell him? Is it gonna be me? I wasn't even there. No, we really don't. We just need to find it, right? If he doesn't know, of course he's gonna know. He's the best, one of the best divination wizards in the school. You think he's not gonna find out that we lost his key? And arguing so on and so forth, you get the sense that the key to the cellar door has gone missing.
Okay. I will. Do they seem to be? All right, that's where the violin was. So they're in the room in the opposite direction of where we need to go.
It is the room. It is directly across from the door that you need to go into to get out to the back door.
Okay.
So you would need to go that way, and that door is slightly ajar.
Gotcha. Is the rest of the way clear?
Yep, as far as Eddie can see.
All right. I'll have him wait there, and I'll pop back in. Well, it seems that there is like somebody has stolen the key.
Oh no. Was us, right?
Was that?
No, it wasn't us. We lockpicked, remember?
Yes, we did. I did not need the key. We managed to get in on our own.
Hey, then who stole the key if it wasn't us?
You reckon the professor thought we...
It is obviously, it is kind of convenient that the key went missing right when we were down here.
That's why I thought we stole it. No, it's nothing, right? I'm sure we can just get out of here and everything will be fine.
I mean,
I think it's just one more reason for us to be sure that we're not going to get found out.
I could attempt to see if the key is down here or if it's anywhere nearby.
I
We
don't
are
see the
so-
necessity.
You don't see what?
The necessity.
I mean, not now, but are you capable of finding where objects are today?
Today, no. And they generally have to be. I remember when the blue, ugly, small thing stole Lyra's diary. Once it got far enough away from me, I couldn't sense it anymore.
I'm just
So it
more
has to be-
curious if we cast it near the professor's house. We can see whether he has it.
Well, I can do that tomorrow. If he has it, he probably will keep it in his person. He wouldn't just leave it laying around anywhere.
And if he doesn't have it, then good reason to
There's a-
wonder who else is interested in here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So, are we meeting the professor today or tomorrow then?
What if we scope out his place today? Don't meet him today, but see what's going on.
Honestly, I don't know. I think it might behoove us. We could just go there, say that we cleared it up, not discuss too much. You guys can show me the state that I'm in, and say that we need to rest because it was an eventful day, and that we would come back later. The main reason why I say that is because I think getting the coin from the mission, job, whatever, would be good for us to buy a few things, a few resources. And he might send us back in the more in-depth conversation, or he might try to offer us any other type of hire. So I think we should probably be prepared for that on a short notice. And honestly, I really just don't want to see his face. He's pretty sketchy. So the more that we can delay the long conversation, I think the better.
Okay. Well, just so you know, when on the way out, there was the room that somebody was playing the violin, no? That is where they are arguing. The door is partly open at the moment. So we need to be really stealthy getting our way out, or be prepared to shut the door and lock them in and run out. They don't want to tell the headmaster or keeper or whatever his name was that they lost the key. So maybe if you're not stealthy enough and you just lock them in the room and run away, maybe they would not tell him that either. But he's apparently a super powerful divination wizard.
What does that mean?
That means he's good at finding things and he knows if you're telling the truth, maybe, and he can,
See
stuff
the
like that.
future?
Perhaps. I
Oh,
don't know
wait.
how powerful he is. But
That
just
sounds
letting you
pretty
know, so
scary.
that's the situation. So we need to sneak out. And if you aren't sneaky enough to get past the door, there are a couple of minion peoples in the room that really don't want to get in trouble. So maybe if you just lock them in the room and run away, nothing bad will happen. I don't know.
Is this Professor Parlin's house?
Professor who?
Parlin?
Uh,
Parlance?
Parlin, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, I really need to talk to this guy, so just in case we get caught, like, turn around. Look.
Turn around what?
I'm gonna turn around and then, like, shout over my shoulder. Look. Casting you guys. I'm gonna cast this guy's self. And my student, Sona. That
Tamina?
student's name. Tamina! Yes, Tamina!
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
So your face morphs into that of hers. So where are you when you're saying this?
We're still in the cellar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just went to the back of the group, turned my body around. Behind me, don't look. I'm not, like, hiding. They know.
You are shouting this, yes?
Not shouting. I'm saying it over my shoulder, like, normal voice.
One moment.
While she's doing that, I'm
No,
pulling
no,
out a little forked stick. A forked twig.
I mean, I can meet you guys outside straight up. Like, if I just look through a window, I can be on the other side of it.
Now, who is standing closest to the door?
I would be by Desiel. I don't know if he's by.
I mean, I would be near the door while she's casting disguise self on herself. Like when she goes back to do something, I'm gonna pull out my forked twig and try to locate the key, see if it's within 1,000 feet of us.
Okay. The two, Amnail and Desiel, appropriately enough, you have while this conversation has been going on, you have kind of heard the background noise of the kind of bickering happening in the room. When Lyra turns, "Don't look," that stops. And we're gonna end session right there, I think, for tonight. Decent spot
Nice.
to set things down. So, see you all next week as we see what happens there. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope to see you next week. Any other shout outs? Anything people have for the ending here? No? All right. Well, thank you for joining us. See you later. Hope to see you Tuesday as well. You can see me and Kendra
Yes.
there playing Call of Cthulhu.